Welcome everyone to Fighter Fest, where we're getting ready for some Street Fighter V action. My name is Level 3 X Factor, and joining me today is...
It's Danny Boy. What's going on, everybody? We're out here at Fighter Fest 5, giving Street Fighter V one of the last big events here in South Florida as we send it off in preparation for Street Fighter 6.
Absolutely. And right off the bat, we've got on the sticks the GOAT TO of South Florida.
Mr. Fun.
It's so much fun, he's convicted of it.
Absolutely. And he's going to be up against, if I'm not mistaken, I believe his competitor is Static Don't Miss. Looks like a Balrog player. I'm actually not familiar with him, but I'm looking to see what, if he's got something cooking under the hood.
Now, Ryan has been playing Armika for as long as I've known that he's been playing this game.
Yeah. Definitely comfortable with the character.
Love the character loyalty. That's what I respect. Through thick and thin.
Yeah, man. Top tier, bottom tier, and everything in between, right?
Exactly.
Dedicated to it.
Listen, I play Captain America and Marvel. You know what I'm saying? You stick with what you love.
Exactly. All right, man. Going into it. See how these guys go. I think I saw both V-Skill and V-Trigger 1 for both of them.
That's what it looked like, yes. So Ryan's got the mixes on deck as we move into our first match of the evening. Definitely not grand finals. Don't worry, we'll get that fixed.
Yeah. As going into it. Ooh, I like confirm off the crouch medium punch into the into just regular veto stuffer.
Ooh, nice sweep.
Yeah, and that momentum is all up. That's kind of the name of the game when you play this character, right? Is can you get the knockdown and can you just keep the offensive bull rush going?
He's called the bull for a reason, right? Doesn't want to apply those breaks ever. Oh, blocks the Deshko. Ryan
acting like she's not even there, flew in and hit nothing.
Ooh, nice punish on the whiffed EX.
Reset opportunity.
Joe doesn't get it, but Ball are real close to stun right now. Not so much anymore. Nice overhead.
They have a no combo off the stand medium punch there. Could have been the end of the round, but looks like it's still going.
Ooh, gets the full drop kick into the confirm. Convicted of fun, takes the first round of the set.
Good stuff for him, keeping things alive here in this game.
Oh, tries to catch him, but throws the mic in his face.
Yeah, the armor working out for him. Walking out slowly with the crouch light kicks, trying to push him slowly towards the corner. Static Don't Miss with the anti-air. Blocks this time on the overhead. Oh, no.
Ooh, doesn't get the body splash in front.
All right, Static Don't Miss. Again, aggressive as always.
There you go. And Ryan's been doing a... Ooh, wow, yep, that connected. So Ryan was doing a great job of putting Static in the corner, but that was a great reversal into the super from Static.
Choosing to believe the jab before the super, which is him trying to get the super and they're working out a new hit.
That's the third strike in your blood, jab into super, right?
Oh my goodness, the whip punish on the stand medium punch there.
He blocks the V reversal, gets the crush counter, that'll do it. EX throw. Convicted of fun takes game one.
Good stuff, I'm liking it, man. Getting lit with the rainbow colors in the Spanish taberna.
And these are both Season 1 characters, so they've been around for a very long time. So someone like Ryan, who's been playing this game a very long time, you're not going to catch him with the same old, right? You got to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So going into it, armoring it with the with spending some game, right? But doesn't quite get the mic toss in time. Oh my goodness, again.
Gets a little bit of a punish for it, but not a full conversion. Yeah. Oh, misses the cross up.
Convicted of fun, not quite releasing the mic early enough to get the punish. Good with punish, speaking of which, with the drop kick. Again.
Great job of just forcing Static into the corner. Blocks another V reversal. Keeping the pressure on. Yeah. Stun is an issue. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Throws it right out of the EX into stun. That's all, folks.
Alrighty, man, going into Convicted of Fun, only one round away from taking this set here.
Just really dominating right now, just not letting up the pressure. Yeah. Anytime it starts the swing in Static's favor, literally throws it right back. Another EX Peach into the corner.
Yeah, again, blocking the V reversal. Static on this kind of 0 for 4 right now in those. All right, Chugger Khan's got the knockdown. This could be what he needs, but no. Convicted of Fun, not respecting his Oki in the slightest. Licking up the jab, and look at how much he's getting from it now.
Listen, I'm not going to respect it. You got to make me respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, that's the name of the game,
I'm going to keep pressing it until you stop me from pressing it.
Oki's not real if I don't get hit on my way to it.
Ooh, big whiff there. Doesn't get the full conversion, but able to get the EX throw.
I like
Very nice.
Good stuff, man. I mean, he's using the V-trigger slowed down, saw the V reversal coming out, and as soon as he sees the startup, he's like, all right, but I'm scooping this. I'm not letting you I'm not letting you get out for free.
Nice, solid Armika play right there, been Convicted of Fun, taking it over Static.
going into this. Let's see who we got next up on the chopping block.
A message from your friendly local TO: disconnect your controller every time.
Yes, please do. Are we recording each match individually? We're not. We're keeping it live. We're keeping it live. Hello, everybody. Shout out to Marvelo.
Yeah, we're
Cute little puppy.
I'm sorry, guys. I should have let you know. We're letting the run. Just if anything, we'll cut it up later.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, that soul picture in the back though.
That's a little risky.
Woo!
I don't like that one. He's rubbing a little too close to the danger zone. You know what I mean?
Like, listen, Jacko, I understand.
Yeah, let's not get too crazy in the mic. Yo, who's my next match so I can kill some time on these airwaves?
Let's see. Next match goes to.
We don't have anybody queued up for stream.
Not anybody queued up for stream. No,
I
no.
would like to have that one, but I need to wait for. Actually, wait, dude. Nightbreed's standing up.
Nightbreed standing up.
Yeah. Hey, did you play your set already? Yeah. Did you win?
Cool.
You want
Get
to
on stream. Get on stream.
Yeah. Ryan.
Let's
Oh,
go.
he's on the phone.
Does anybody want to? You want to bother him? Do you want to bother him?
Yeah. Oh, first off, report this. Wait, what did you win? 2-1 or 2-0? 2-0. All right, word.
Oh, I don't got admin.
Oh, you don't?
access.
No
Son of
admin
a-
privileges?
No
Damn.
admin
of a
privileges,
gun.
bro.
Hey, yo, Ryan, do me a favor. I need you to flex your TO powers. Number 1, report Nightbreed set as 2-0 victory for him.
The only reason why I didn't bother because he was on the phone.
Yeah, I know he's on the, but now he's not, so I can bother him.
Don't worry, we bother him all the time.
It's his job to be bothered.
Hey, good stuff.
Hey, we got the Tekken winner.
Shout out to Rashka, winning
Nice,
Tekken
congratulations.
7.
Congratulations, bro. Good shit.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Congrats.
All right, and then Ryan, are we gonna run Punk and Nightbreed? Yeah. All right.
Funky night, dude. Let's go.
Oh no, I put him on there for the jump scare.
Yes.
5
Does
dice
he
at the
know?
bracket.
Oh my god.
I guess he knows. He's pulling out his controller.
Talking about jump scares.
Does he know?
Does he know?
Does he know? What was he cooking?
What was he cooking?
I hear Dragon Ball in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Good
I
Dragon
have
Ball
some
in
opinions.
distance.
Can't wait for that rollback to come out, man.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
What, rollback for Street Fighter?
For Dragon Ball.
For Dragon Ball? I don't know if it had to happen.
But no, they already confirmed it is. They're going to start the early beta test, I think, in a couple months.
I don't remember. I'll be honest. I have not been keeping up with Dragon Ball. That is my my one blind spot in the FGC.
Oh,
I've
okay.
just not been looking at Dragon Ball.
Gotcha.
I know I'm a terrible person.
It's one of my favorites. I love watching it.
It's a fun game
I was
to
there
watch.
at EVO last year when I went until like 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo.
Good times. Good times. Shout out to Marvelo once again. All right, so we got our next match coming up here. We got Nightbreed, one of the local heroes, the man that made the biking reveal that much more special, versus, I hope I don't have to explain to everybody who Punk is, but we're going to be up against
Like you
Punk.
said, jump scare on stream.
Yeah, man.
Who is
I
Punk?
like. Huh?
Who is Punk?
Huh?
Who is Punk?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh, okay. The man
Alright,
out
man.
here trying to give him like free promotion from our two people stream.
All right, so going into it. So I have not seen Nightbreed play Street Fighter 5 in like forever. I've seen him play Street Fighter 4 kind of
Right.
recently, but not 5. So I want to see how he does. I'm interested.
Very interested.
Yeah, I mean, he won his first set, right? So obviously he knows a little something, right? He
There
won a
you
2-0. It's convincing.
Absolutely.
But I mean, he does. He's got a challenge ahead.
That's kind of an understatement, yeah.
But let's see.
But listen, no one's out until the end.
That's true. That is true. I mean, that's the beauty, right?
Mhm.
One of the best things that, about the FGC, from the smallest tournaments to EVO, right? As long as you can show up, you're in the club, right? You get to compete with the best of them.
Absolutely.
Could even be the best. Oh, that's right. He does. Actually, let me see who he does. All right, Kage versus Cody, it looks like. Okay.
Alrighty. The mayor himself.
That's right. Nightbreed does play Kage. It's all coming back to me now. Hey, yo. No S on Nightbreed. Get the name right. He's trying to get sponsored. Again. 2 of them. Oh, S and 9.
That's not a
I was
My
gonna
fault.
say,
My
that's not
fault.
an S.
My fault. My fault. My fault. I forgot.
Hey, bro, you gotta check your glasses, man.
Hey, it looks like an S, man. What do you want me to do?
If we just kind of that part out right there, then it's an S.
Yeah, let me do my thing. Let me do my thing.
It's all calculated risk.
I hate the PS4, man. Why is it taking so long to run? I hate the PS4. It's a terrible console. I'm ready to leave it behind.
We went from the KOF loading screens to now this.
Yeah, for real.
All right, by the way, love that Ashura costume for
Oh,
Kage.
can we point out the combination, by the way, the Christmas Cody on the Christmas stage?
Right, very nice. But will it be a Merry Christmas for Punk?
Let's see, Santa Travers already with the knockdown early on here.
Right.
He's got him in the corner.
Nice jump out of the
Let's
corner
jump
there.
out. Okay.
Okay, throws Punk back into the corner. Big
Ooh, the
chop.
Hit him with the boy.
Go. Those axe kicks, super deadly. We gotta be very careful with the spacing on those.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, if you get the right ones, you know, you can bust the block, you can start getting
Absolutely.
into a guessing situation.
Okay, nice chunk of damage from Punk.
Alrighty, activate the V trigger.
Right into the knife. Ooh,
That should be it.
big damage.
Yeah, there it is. Good stuff. Did it kill Stone's racking around? It's a tough situation to be in.
Absolutely. I was saying, Cody, the only actual Street Fighter, fights like he's on the streets, just hold on a knife.
Absolutely. Nightbreed, though, I mean, he's not playing too unclean, right?
No.
You know, he's getting the stuff in. He's facing his normals correctly, right? He's playing defense actually solidly well. Like, he knows when to block and he knows when to mash, right?
But Punk just has those optimal punishes, able to squeeze out as much damage as possible.
Yeah,
And Cody with a couple sections of bar can really do damage.
Absolutely.
And Kage's already kind of a glass cannon to
Not
begin
only
with.
can he do damage, you really gotta watch out for that Exon, right? Kind of like it's almost like the Kai Stun Dipper RC of this game, right?
Right.
You gotta just go in there, right? Get your plus frames, huge amount of damage if it hits.
It's gone through. Ooh, very nice. Doesn't
No
get the conversion
punish.
though. Punk techs the throw.
Interesting punish going. Oh my goodness.
Oh, doesn't get the conversion again. Back into the knife. One
we're
more hit will
seeing-
do it, and there it is.
I've seen a lot of interesting dimensional options from Nightbreed. I think it's doing it well, right? It's kind of throwing Punk off his rhythm, off his tempo,
Right,
right?
and that's kind of the thing you have to do, you know, when you're fighting a little above your pay grade, you kind of got to mix things up a little bit, you
Yeah,
know?
something like there's like an old saying, like way back in the day from like when people used to like do things, right? Where you would say that like clean playing beats dumb playing, but to be clean, you got to be a little random. Now if you're random,
Exactly.
you lose the dumb stuff,
Yeah,
right?
am I getting the names mixed up over here?
You are getting the names mixed up. Yeah, Nightbreed is No. Wait, no. You have it right.
no,
Punk is not Cody. Punk is not Cody.
Okay, great.
We mixed ourselves up right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so while that was happening, Punk took a decisive round one right here. On match point right now. Ooh,
Crush counter, but nothing coming out
great
of it.
crush counter. That's like the third time in a row that Nightbreed's had a really solid connection, but wasn't able to get that conversion.
Like a lot of these jab checks, Nightbreed playing defense surprisingly well here. Okay, Juggle, Punk trying to get the corner
The
carry.
casual walk towards the corner, you love to see it.
Oh, punish!
Ooh, doesn't get it. Oh man, those axe hits, like I said, they're so dangerous, but they're so finicky.
Lily into final upper.
Bingo.
Yeah, both these guys having a good time. Good stuff to Punk taking it. I mean, like I said, I like Nightbreed's defense. I was like,
Right.
what he's going for neutral. The big thing I think that was missing from him there was the conversions. He would
Absolutely.
get the hit, but then a lot of times he'd either wouldn't get the knockdown or wouldn't spend the lead in the right ways, right? So I think, clean that up a little bit. I think already he's going to do way,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like you said, defense was solid. There's nothing wrong there. It's just those little opportunities you have to be able to take advantage of. Especially in a game like Street Fighter, you don't get many chances, right? When you land that hit, you got to make it
Yeah,
count.
especially in a game especially against Cody, right?
Especially against a character like
Cody
Cody.
pulls out a knife, that's a knife, Everyone else is like hitting you with like punches and kicks.
Whoa.
Yeah, Cody's just actually just stabbing you. He's pulling out like
Listen,
the...
there's a reason he's got the Virgil costume.
That's true. That's true.
Pulls out the tiny Yamato.
My man is violent. Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I got to sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Also a member of the
I'm a
Two
sneeze
Sneeze
out.
Club. Never
Yeah,
one,
you
never three,
never
always
get,
two.
No, never got one. Never. No, I've gotten... I don't know. I feel like if you get to like 3 sneezes, once you get to like 4, you should just like die on the 4th. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you can live to that. Alrighty, looks like we got a Soul Flow Classic coming up on stream here. We got Team Chris versus Itachi's Legacy.
This is a Flynn's classic lore matchup, right?
That is more than Flynn's. This is like every venue ever in South Florida. It's like, I mean, currently it's like the next level. I don't even know if I want to say classic, right? But it's like, these guys meet up at like next level all the time. They meet up at 10th level tavern all the time.
Right.
Uh,
If there's a bracket in South Florida, the chance of these two sitting next to each other is very high.
yeah, very good attendance rate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's going into it. Chris should be picking Chun-Li, tried and true.
He's got the tattoo for a reason, man.
Sure, yeah. I mean, he's dedicated. I mean, like you were saying earlier, that character loyalty, right?
Exactly what we were saying before.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Itachi's legacy, he's got quite a few characters he can go between. At next level, he's been playing a lot of Blanca.
Definitely a jack of all trade players. He's very good with many characters.
Right. Mostly known for his Ibuki, right? But recently, like I was saying, the Blanca, he's been putting in quite a bit of work as well. I know there's a few characters he's working on, right? Like I know like a long time ago he's working on Ken, he's working on Seth, right?
That was when I first saw him play. When I was over at Flynn's, he was playing Ken.
Yeah, he was trying to. I don't know. He was doing a bit. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, I got a nice Ken. I'm like second best Ken in the in the region or whatever. Right?
There's only 2 Kens in the region. That's kidding.
Yeah, he was doing one of those. All right, let's see how this goes. Right, I mean, these guys, like I said, they've been in the scene for a very long time.
Right.
Attending a lot of events between the two of them.
And this is the kind of matchup where one solid hit can turn the entire tide of the match.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Looks like we're going for the Blanca. So Itachi's legacy has a very interesting style of Blanca. He likes to play very slow, very patient. It's funny, if you look at most Blanca, they're hopping all over the place.
Yeah, they're going crazy,
Yeah,
man.
trying to get the
Hopping and balling and.
Yeah, but he's got kind of like a slower, more footsie-oriented.
Well, Blanca's definitely the kind of character where you can play either of those ways and still be successful with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of them are some of the best Blancas in the world. You can kind of flip between those two styles at a time, right? You're going to see Itachi's legacy, you know, he's going to be doing a lot of spacing, mostly relying on his crouch spears, really strong growth from Blanca to try and maintain the pace of the match. And it's going to be up to Team Chris, you know, maybe see if he can get some whiff punishes on it, maybe just play around it, maybe play inside of its range, right? Try to beat him out with faster moves, see what he goes for. Continuing
the Christmas trend with Rudolph Blanca here.
Yeah. Yep, nice punish. It is -4.
Okay, electric into the ball. Ooh, gets caught with the overhead. Nice block from Team Chris there.
Jumping over the post. Started with the bus frames. Again, you're seeing Itachi's legacy. It's not very often that he goes into this game. A lot of run this space right side of the
Just, you know, throwing out those electrics, waiting to see if they connect, follow up with the ball. Like you were saying, very patient.
Yeah, that button gets so much better when you get a feature behind it activated. It's up taking that first round here.
Okay, solid hit into the lightning legs there, pushing Itachi's legacy a little further to the corner. Team Chris being very patient right now, not wanting to run into a random electric again.
Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, this character, I mean, you know, no matter how slow or fast you're playing it, that knockdown, if you get knocked down with Blanca,
it's so good.
Super detrimental if you're the one on the receiving end, right? Just
exactly.
Yeah, his aggressiveness, you know, the strike throw, Blanca's some of the best in the game.
And like we saw right there, you can punish with something like the overhead, but you don't get a lot off of it. So even if he still lifts it, it's still in Blanca's favor.
Yeah, it's one of those things I like to call plus on whiff.
There you go. But Team Chris here with a big chance to get some damage in here. What's the mix? Oh, decides to back up a little bit.
Okay, trying to space things out with Stampears. Wow, max.
Wow.
Smart there. Team Chris, he's got to lead. He's got to be careful. Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Tries to dash forward with the lightning legs. Doesn't met it, but backdash. Oh my gosh, goes through the fireball with the roll.
That was geometrical set. Alright, I'm not paying attention to the hot dog sales when I'm trying to look at the Street Fighter 5.
There we go. All right, and the last minute ball from Itachi. 1-0, Itachi's legacy against Team Chris right now. And again, this is one of those situations where Chris wasn't necessarily doing anything wrong.
I'm hearing some banter, man. I think Chris is a little upset by being... Okay, so for those who didn't know, because they're probably going to get picked up on the mic, there was a guy who got really loud, and everyone got really scared that there was some... you know, something serious going on in the venue.
Some real life stuff.
Yeah,
yes.
it was some guy, you know, he had a very kind of concerned tone, but it was just to tell the venue that there's $1 hot dogs on sale.
Right.
In the venue.
Not something you want to do when there's a lot of brackets going on.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
the point I'm trying to make is that might have thrown Chris off his game. And he had a few choice words for the hot dog venue. Let's see if he can overcome the evil that he put on the curse he put on the venue.
Oh, nice jumping.
Oh,
but he whiffs the EX bird kick. This is going to be some nice damage from Itachi.
That should have been his combo. Oh my
god. Here we go. This is a chance to turn it around now. B-trigger into lightning legs. Goes for the throw.
And he's got the lead again.
Stuffs the overhead, though, with the standing light kick.
Still first round for both competitors in the second game. Itachi's Legacy still with V-Trigger to work with as well, so he can activate it off that Crouch Freeze if he gets it confirmed. Oh, no punish.
Didn't get anything from that, though.
I was about to say, he also has a slide in case he needs it, but now that opportunity is off the table.
Great defense from Chris here, but gets hit pressing a button.
Stand jab, okay. I see Itachi's Legacy. Crouch Freeze buffed to B+ now. Oh!
Ooh!
Nice.
Jab into super. Wow.
I think that was a Crouch Freeze.
Crouch Freeze?
Yeah, that was a Crouch Freeze. All right, because Itachi's Legacy perfectly spaced that, waited for the stand heavy punch on Trump's side, saw it, let it rip.
Like you said, very patient, only extending himself when he knows it's a guaranteed hit. Being a little careful. Ooh, nice block on the cross up from Itachi there. Chris tries to get a little neutral going with the EX Fireball. And we see Itachi mixing up his aerial movement with the balls there, trying to throw Chris off his rhythm.
Fireball. Oh, big
nice jump over the lightning.
Yeah, instantly getting the knockdown with EX Lightning Knife, but Itachi's Legacy not respecting the OP whatsoever. Gonna wake up with that stand short. Get the side swap as well to get Chris in the corner. And he is playing from behind, but he's in every position possible to get
very nice. Oh, very nice frame trap there into the. Oh, one hit left.
Oh, he's got to go.
Ooh. We got the air light kick instead of the stomp there, I believe. Both players being very careful. Blanca has almost a full bar. No. We still don't want to whiff a button on him.
Yeah, Itachi's Legacy didn't too happy about that. He got the stand fierce, but committed to the backside before he could get the conversion. Just like that, it's going to leave Team Chris alive so that he can take the second round of this game here.
With the empty jump low, doing a great job of also mixing up his own movement, trying to throw Itachi off his guard now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And taking advantage of those amazing Chun-Li normals. Itachi gets the jump in, but doesn't get a full conversion off it. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that makes Shadowverse so strong, such a good B skill in certain matchups, right? Just because you're sitting outside of that footsie range, your opponent wants to hit on you, bam, next thing you know, they get hit lightning into the full conversion.
I think it puts you right in that space you want to be right after the ball.
Absolutely. Okay, yep, slide into V-Trigger.
Okay, nice EX reversal from Team Chris. V-Trigger after the overhead, trying to cash out his damage.
Alright, so Chris, trying to get into space so he can't bust out, but Itachi's Legacy does it anyways. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Stun an issue.
Yeah, Chris is a dead man walking right now. Chip is going to be a factor there.
Yep, unfortunately there was no way out of that.
Yeah, not a bad set whatsoever. Unfortunately, Chris is going to drop that 0-2. Good stuff overall. I mean, both these players are playing pretty solid, right? It's a matter of fact that he's finding a few more hits here and there. Again, racking up a little bit more when it matters. And just like that, that is going to be what he needs to advance. So good stuff. Itachi's Legacy taking a 2-0.
Right, as we wait for the next round to start, we get our next players on stream. We got some cute cats we can look at.
By the way, I don't know if this is going to make it into the VOD, but if you guys want to see your pet here on our FGC Pet Slide, feel free to DM us a pic at South Florida FGC on Twitter.
You know what? I think I will.
Yeah, save your case. Show us a cute enough animal. Look at that. It's in a bunny suit. Come on. Come on. Show them one of those. Yo, is Orlando on stream?
Oh, let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I love to see.
We're seeing all of the Southeast specials tonight.
Yeah. Man, Orlando. He's been around the block. You know what I mean? Oh, I got June Blood? Damn. 2 South Florida veterans. Yet again.
There you go.
Yo, where are all the new guys? I'm not getting any new guys on stream. I'm just getting people that I know. I'm tired of seeing these dudes. You guys are dusty. Hey, okay, random question that I have to ask you, right? People have been saying this, and I don't agree with it personally, but I want your take on it.
All right.
Do I look like Orlando? Orlando, look here real quick.
Yes. Yes.
Nah, you got totally different facial structures.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's not that you look like him. It's that you look close enough that if I'm not paying attention, I will mistake
Maybe
you.
in a dark alley?
No, bro. Like, let's say like he's walking across the venue, and I'm just like, hey, and I'm like.
I don't see it personally.
I'll be honest.
Although
I'm
more okay with that one than way back in the day, like during Dragon Ball. People used to say that me and Lucar look like we're related.
That one I don't agree
yeah, that
with.
one offends me.
Yeah, that one I don't
Oh
agree
man.
with. This one is close enough that if I squint, I see it.
Yeah. But the other one is like, yeah, you know, you guys aren't like cousins or something like that? I'm like, nah, hell, don't put that one on me.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby.
Alrighty, man, going into it. So, Junebug, we should be seeing the birdie, right? Again, at the character loyalist. Orlando, I'm very interested in. I've seen the Ryu, the Cody, a couple of other characters as well. Let's see who he goes with.
Shout outs to Junebug, repping one of the best One Piece girls, Robin. Respect.
Is he? Oh, on the shirt. Stun just in case he gets it so he can get the maximum damage possible. No scaling, but Orlando taking the opportunity.
Gonna set up some electrics here.
Absolutely.
Ooh, nice whiff. Doesn't get the uppercut though. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, not quite close enough to get the combo. He's going to be paying for it dearly. No super on deck.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow! Goes through the fireball. Orlando slips on the can.
Yeah, the can just
Three Stooges style.
Yep, all part of his master plan was ordained at the very beginning. Good stuff to Junebug taking that second round there.
Well, so far, both players 1 round apiece. This could easily go either way.
Yeah, like yeah, Orlando jumping over the banana. Doesn't want to have to deal with any more shenanigans. What
Nice
a cross-up.
cross-up into the EX donkey kick. Wow, the axe kick into another donkey kick for the stun, but doesn't get a punish off it, opting to go for the corner instead.
Yeah, definitely tried to have his cake and needed to. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's still in a good position. Good position.
Absolutely.
Right? He's got the corner. Got a good amount of bar to work with.
Yeah. Shimmying back and forth, trying to bait a reaction out of Junebug, which he does. He closes it out.
Yeah, Junebug honestly too happy about that one. Shaking his head at the ledge. One rock.
They say Ryu's had a long history of not having the best DLC costumes, but this is a solid one right
I like this one. This is good. And it's a good color too. I'm a big fan of the yellow.
Sorry guys, I was dealing with some technical difficulties. What is the score?
Orlando 1-0.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, nice throw in the neutral. Oh, stuffs him with the counter hit. Oh, goes for the uppercut. I guess he was expecting to jump. Far enough for him not to get punched,
Or
though.
like one of those like weird situations where you catch an outstretched limb just out in the wild. You know?
Right.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Does not quite get to confirm. We are playing on PS4. We don't got those crisp reaction times for PC version. Oh my god, again the banana messing up the punish.
Junebug, more like litter bug, am I right?
Yeah, for real. Playing Mario Kart, littering bananas all over the place.
Oh, wow,
like that,
throws and just lets the fireball pass through him, Kitty Pryde style.
Yeah, Birdie, probably the character, if not the character with the most answers to fireball, definitely up there.
Absolutely. Just has so many ways to get around them, which extra credit to Orlando for being able to connect them as much as he is.
Yeah, I feel like that, especially against a character like this.
Nice dash up throw. No fear from Orlando there.
It's funny too, because I was about to say, this character is kind of annoying to fight against when he has that V trigger up, just because the walk speed from him is just, so fast. It gets pretty hard to play when you get something like that.
Sometimes you just got to have that confidence to do the thing that they think you don't want to do, you know?
Absolutely.
But great pressure here. Combos into the Tatsu. Nice block on the concept from Junebug. Fireball pressure.
Yeah, playing this a little patient.
Again, doesn't want to get farther than that one character distance to throw those fireballs. That's when it starts to become really dangerous. Ooh, try to get the uppercut, but Birdie got the counter on that one. Nice EX uppercut. Gets Junebug off him, goes into the V trigger. Ooh, I did not think that was going to trade.
Nice, but recovers in time to get the anti-air.
Oh, so scary right now. See, even with the dolphin dives and all the ways around the fireball, that's still scary to deal with. Oh, here we go.
Confirmed. There it is. Okay.
Right into the fire breath. Very nice.
Yeah, Birdie's spitting hot flames. Gonna be able to decide things one round apiece in this game here.
Ooh, nice neutral jump, but gets caught with the uppercut. Ooh, nice overhead. Doesn't get a combo off it, but it's about sending a message with the overhead. Orlando saying, I am not slipping on a banana peel again. Again, just checking just in case there's a random limb thrown out or an extra jump there.
Absolutely.
Okay, goes to the EX fireball. Just out of range of the throw. Great spacing from Orlando right now. Oh, and punishes the headbutt. Again, another great cross-up block from Junebug, able to activate V-Trigger, try and get something started here.
Going into Orlando, nice with punish with the EX Fireball, gonna get the knockdown he needs, even guess the game situation, the line slowly taking down. If Orlando can somehow move, boy, chip will be effective, but that's a lot of bar you gotta build.
That's a lot of bar to build, yeah. Does have V-Trigger on deck, though. There, doesn't need it. Gets the sweep for the game.
Who cares if we're on PS4? I still got those reactions. I'm with punishing your crouch medium.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of what you were saying, of just that solid fundamentals that leads to great Ryu play like that.
Exactly, man. It's different.
Orlando's sweating right now.
Yeah,
like,
he's getting out of here, man. He doesn't want any part of this. He's leaving for the crime scene. All right, man. Good stuff. I mean, I'm a big fan. Like I said, right? There's some Ryus they play this game. You know what I noticed about Street Fighter V specifically? There's a lot of people who like don't want to play Ryu, but because of Street Fighter, everyone's like, oh, you should learn the game of Ryu. You know, he's a beginner character. He's simple, right? But then, you know, you got all these weirdos who want to play characters that aren't Ryu. They end up picking Ryu. They stick with him because it's like, well, I learned this character. I got to play him now. And then they start, you know, going all over the place, right? They try, you know, trying to going up a dash to you, like doing nothing but like throws, random spacing traps in the Tatsu to try and catch your buttons. It's
so yeah, I've been playing Ryu ever since Street Fighter 2. I've stuck with him for a long time.
okay.
So I really like what they're doing with him in 6. Especially, he hasn't had a great track record in 5. There's still some players that can do some cool things with him, but he looks really solid in the next entry.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm a big fan of how they do it. I actually, you know, it's funny, actually. I was thinking about it, and me personally, I actually don't know if Ryu is a good beginner character anymore, at least not at 6, right? Because the thing I've noticed with him is that there's so many decisions you need to make between how you want to spend your drive gauge, all the combos you need to learn between mid-screen and corner, standing versus crouching confirms, right?
Honestly, that character's probably Luke now.
It might be. It might be Luke. I mean, he's got these nice big buttons that move you forward, right? I mean, he's got like the execution with the knuckles, right? But it's like beyond that, it's like, what more do you need, really?
All right, so we see Itachi's Legacy sitting back on stream right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's up against Shadow Mark. Again, another storied Legacy SFL player.
Yeah, we're seeing all the classics here today. You love to see it. You know, Fighter Fest 5, big event. It's really great seeing all of like the South Florida people come together, and even from a little further away, right?
Yeah.
You know, it really feels like the culmination of everything that we've been doing and setting up since, you know, COVID times, 2020 and all that.
Yeah,
it's great to see, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's also quite a bit on the line, too. I mean, there's that money you got to win, right? The winner of this gets a free snack box micro.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, when I saw that, whoo, I want one of those things so bad, man.
For real, it almost makes me wish I was nice with it. You know what I mean? Like, how do I get as good a Street Fighter as humanly possible in like 2 days?
Listen, I'm at the point where I think I have to switch to a hitbox. I got these old man hands now, you know what I mean?
That's real, yeah. Whew. That's fair. Me, personally, I've never been big on, like, I mean, yeah, I know that, like, people who play on hitbox, they like to do nothing but post videos of them cheating all day, right? But me, personally, I haven't converted to, like, the hitbox is, like, the supreme, ultimate input method so far, right? Like, I see these silly videos of, like, guys, you can block everything if you do this, and it's just, like, them mashing, like, between down and back, right? And it's like, all right, guys. Have fun with that. I'm just gonna throw you. You know what I mean?
Block that.
Yeah. All right, so going into this, Shadow Mark, yet another legacy fighter. The names might be swapped in this. BT Dubs.
They are.
Yeah. So Shadow Mark. Oh, by the way, this is top 8. Forgot to mention.
All right then.
So we're going straight into top 8.
We are schmoving through the bracket.
Yeah. So I mean, Street Fighter V is a quick game, right? And I respect it for that. After the gauntlet that I'm seeing, you know, with KO earlier, and then Dragon Ball that I see over there, right?
But you know, especially with these players who have been playing this game for so long, that are established and know what they're doing, right?
Absolutely.
They can still be close sets, but it's rare that you see a long set, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And we're seeing the Nakali from Shadow Mark.
Yeah, so one thing I was about to mention earlier, Shadow Mark, yet another new character specialist who's been rocking Nakali pretty much since the beginning of the game. You know what's funny, because I feel like a lot of the Nakali players, or at least early on, were players that ended up like dropping the game, or went on to a different character after Nakali, you know, didn't really get some love from the bounce patch. But Shadow Mark, you know, he really finds his groove with his character, so he decided to keep going with through and through.
It was the 1-2 punch of Kodokan and Nakali not really panning out, you know what I mean? We can't get a good pillar man up in here.
It's a tough day for the Aztec.
I just want to point out that both characters are crouching, like they're like hunched over.
Oh yeah,
Right, yeah.
they got terrible posture. Their
Lots
spine,
of-
their spine is really going to be
Lots of wild hair flowing everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely going to be crying once they hit their their later 30s. Anyways, going into it, Itachi's legacy again, similar to the set he had with Team Grinch, just immediately getting the corner as fast as he can. But Shadowmark finding his way out now has Itachi's legacies back towards the wall, backing up a little bit to try and make some space, but doesn't want to do too much
Nice
so that he doesn't
uppercut.
move up towards the middle of the screen.
Both characters with that grounded fireball game. Blanca with his lightning and Itachi with, Itachi. Nikali with the ground pound.
It's funny because in a lot of ways, Blanca is his own fireball, right?
Right? He is the fireball.
Okay, crouch free.
Nice
slide.
slide.
No V-trigger. I like it. So what he does is he actually late cancels the slide and sees if it hits or not. If it doesn't, then he goes for the V-trigger to get it plus. He does get the knockdown, he's plus anyway, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Uh-oh,
Okay,
big
solid hit right there. Gonna go in on the other side. What's the mix?
I like it. What I actually like, Shadowmark actually staying on the floor, not quick get up, so he's not in danger of the unblockable setup. Okay,
Ooh, nice. He tries to catch him pressing a button, no such luck. Ooh, gets thrown back into the corner. Shadowmark jumping into the corner perhaps one too many times.
I like that. It was a weird, awkward angle to try and get the crash on because Itachi Legacy does. I'm not even going to go for that. I'm going to wait till you land, scoop off your feet, and take the round there. So good stuff, Itachi Legacy. I mean, it's a close round, but he ends up beating it out.
Solid uppercut from Shadowmark, trying to catch him with the ground tremors. But again, Itachi does such a great job of just blocking and picking his opportunities very carefully.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the mark of a strong player, right? Getting into your opponent's mindset when they're, going on the offense, figuring out what they like to do in what situation, and how to kind of, sneak your moves in between, be a little tricky with it.
Because, a lot of characters and a lot of players want to try and force that scramble situation, but if you just don't let it happen, you can throw that momentum back in their face.
Yeah, absolutely. I like Itachi's actually the crouch free. Even if the crouch free is mid, right, or he doesn't have major cancel into, it's still good for creating that space that Itachi wants to play at.
Right.
Blockable setup here. This is going to be heavily
go.
skilled. Yeah, Itachi's actually not spending any bar on it at all because he knows he's not going to get too much. Okay.
Ooh. Chris catching the jump back kick.
Shadowmark getting the plus range, getting a little greedy with the walking up, trying to force the situation here with Itachi's legacy.
Great blocks from Itachi.
His defense is solid now, but look at that chip, the white light, it's all building up here.
It all adds up. But it's starting to come back for Itachi right now. Again, content to just wait it out.
Yeah, both these guys trying to back up.
Tries to punish it, but just a little too far away.
Oh, I like it. Blocks just in time, but no! Doesn't get the punish, ends up getting punished.
10 seconds left on the clock, going down to the wire here. Uh-oh, into the critical art. That'll do it. Shadowmark with the last minute.
He saw the dash, he had the dash. Unfortunately, a little bit too late. Ends up getting counter hit for his trouble, and then Shadowmark with only 2 seconds left on the clock.
Perfect timing for that.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Right, and that being said, there goes all of Shadowmark's resources, right? I mean, he can obviously build up the V-trigger with stomps, right? But all that bar, he has to really get that back, and that's kind of the X factor for Shadowmark, just in general when he plays, right? He's really good stocking that CA and using it when it matters most.
Absolutely. Okay, nice job pushing Itachi into the corner, but whiffs the uppercut.
Yeah, unfortunate, doesn't quite get after the crush counter. Big reset.
Very nice. Woo! Itachi will take that trade because it keeps Shadowmark in the corner.
Yeah,
but not anymore.
Yeah, V-trigger classic we've seen this in season 1.
Ooh, tries to go for the dive kick. It's thrown back in the corner.
Nice, good
all
stuff.
there to
Legacy
close
very
it out.
good in that first game. And I mean, it's like I'm saying, right? Awkward angle for the anti-air, right? And the dive kick complicates things even more. I'm not even going to bother. I'm waiting for you to hit the floor, see if you take a grab.
Just wait for you to land, Again, more example of just that excellent patience that Itachi has.
All right. Shadowmark, I like it. He has a game plan that's very centered around the features, right? He's going to be stomping as much as he can at the beginning of the game, just so he can build it up. Hopefully he gets, before too late in the game to start being a real character.
Okay, nice little bit of pressure and damage from Shadowmark there. Trying his best to keep Itachi in the corner where he wants him.
Both of these guys trading blows,
nice.
taking their turns back one after the other. Lexi getting the first, not the first important knockdown, but first in a while. See here, life's pretty bad.
Oh, and Itachi with the rare advance gets an EXDP for his troubles.
Yeah, Shadowmark very good at anti-airing. One of the strongest aspects in general about his game plan. Very hard to jump on this dude and get well-deserved. Great grab from him as well.
Yeah, a little interesting clipping there. But still, Itachi gets some solid damage, forcing Shadow Mark back into the corner. Ooh, nice slide under, but doesn't get the electric.
Ain't no way to do that, bro. Oh, and the
Oh,
block.
amazing block from Shadow Mark. That's going to do it. Round up. Shadow Mark 1 round away from making this a 1-1. All right, Shadow Mark doing his best, trying to establish some pressure with those tremors. Nice dash up jab there. Again, just far enough that you can't punish it.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys, I mean, it's interesting, right? Because both of these players really... Ooh, that's an unfortunate execution error.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistiming there. But Shadow Mark is back in the corner, though.
Yeah, it's been unfortunate. See if he can find his way back out. I mean, he's been finding his way outside of the corner with routine success.
Right.
Keep going.
Doesn't seem to sweat too much being in the corner. Ooh, that was a nice call from Shadow Mark, but just a little too slow on that.
Yeah, V-trigger getting close a little too far for catching the kick. All right, powered up here again.
Both players very patient right now, waiting for that solid hit. Just like that.
The
Gets
back
the
throw, yeah,
throw,
gonna be
very
it.
nice.
Itachi's legacy, 1 round away from taking set. See if Shadow Mark can answer back.
Ooh, nice catch with the tremor there.
Yeah. I mean, so important for Nagali, not just for the V-trigger build, but also so every time he gets a stomp, he does get that knockdown, which lets him press the advantage even further. Nice, punch with the disc guidance. Alright, and one thing I like is that Itachi's legacy is very active. Right? I mean, he'll block what he needs to, but you don't want to let this guy run over what he can do. Next thing you know, he's taking so much white life, so much chip, and just blocking over and over and over again.
Ooh, nice jump in.
The jumping about to even things up. I was about to say, look how much damage Itachi's legacy is taking. He's really eating the combo here.
Again, more than willing to just take that little inch by inch, step by
is that
step.
gonna reach?
Oh,
There
it does.
Okay, using the
Great
V-trigger.
call.
Stop that V-trigger. Now he has Oki in the corner. There it is. Not
Catches
against
the
me, bro.
V-dash. Oh man, it's great position for Shadow Mark right now. Able to
whip punish with the
tie it up
stomp.
1-1.
Okay, so we actually did see this matchup a couple days ago at Next Level Gaming. These guys actually found themselves each in grand final. What was interesting is that Itachi's legacy actually spent the first couple of games trying to see what he could do with her, but actually ended up switching to Blanca. The Blanca was a better pick.
Right.
So now, I mean, as we see here, he's committed to the Blanca, but you have to
Absolutely.
decide what really is the best choice for you, right? Well, you're not looking at this thing. There's a lot that goes into character choice tonight. Whip punch that with the man grab.
And Blanca is still a solid choice, so he definitely feels confident in it. Ooh, nice little uppercut there to get him out of the hop. Slide into the trigger. Oh, isn't able to. Oh my gosh, isn't able to get the uppercut.
This dude's flying all over the screen, man. There's
Just
nowhere
Sonic
he has
spin
been.
dash. Danger, danger.
Yeah. Play that good news,
There you go. Some nice solid damage from Itachi. Being a little more aggressive than he was before.
Yeah, I think this is the adjustment, right? He's used to the slow, methodical Blanca. Now it might be time to go a little wild, you know what I mean?
Right. Once Shadow Mark gets too confident with his back to the corner, he's got to switch it up a little bit,
Crouch Fierce getting the knockdown. You're not going
Ooh,
nowhere, bro.
nice.
Cross cut. Shadow Mark.
Catches the V dash. Whoop, backing up a little bit. Okay, both players not wanting to overcommit too much. Itachi more than happy to just throw out some normals there.
Alright, man, both these guys playing very slow. Neither one of them wants to. Itachi's legacy definitely doesn't want to keep up that life. Shadow Mark just looking for an opportunity, trying
Land
to
that
get as much
critical
damage
art.
as he can.
Oh, nice. The dive kick just a little too high to be safe.
Yeah, Itachi's legacy getting that jab in, had the frame advantage that he needed. Just like that. And now, earlier he had to worry about losing the set. Now he's in a good position to take it himself.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Round 2.
Okay. Oh, tries to punish it with a neutral jump, but doesn't quite get it.
Oh, take one to the chin.
Ooh, nice jump back normal there.
Oh no, he messed up. I think he wanted up rainbow grab, something like that.
Yeah, that definitely seemed like an execution there. Shadow Mark taking advantage of that. Nice check with the crouching jab. Ooh, gotta be real careful with that crouching heavy punch.
Another one of those whips. It's not gonna look pretty for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, stand medium punch Blanca here, trying to maintain the spacing. Yeah, I mean, he's got Shadow Mark in the.
Ooh, doesn't get the follow-up though.
Yeah, that max range
Drill
stand
hard.
roundhouse. Not always able to get that. Oh, he's gonna be confirmed off the V trigger here.
Tries to shimmy, gets caught walking forward into the reset. Great blocks from Shadow Mark.
Alright, and what I like about Shadow Mark, he's very content to let that chip build up and touch his legs.
Oh, that was so close.
One good hit away from touch his legs. Take this set, has the jab, but no
There
cancel.
it is into the critical art.
The X Factor. I'm telling you, he's always got it on deck. He's made so many comebacks with that super. He's just good at it.
And like very actively not spending his meter on EX moves unless it's a very solid uppercut. And like you said, he knows that critical arc does so much damage. Put it in your back pocket for situations just like that.
Absolutely.
But both players on match point right now. Anyone's game.
Alright, man, going into the top of Legacy. Again, he's always really good at just getting the early corner advantage, but in a similar fashion, Shadow Mark always good at, flipping the table on his head.
Not afraid to just straight jump out of there.
Yeah,
He knows his options.
Yeah, and one thing I will say about Blanca, this character is not strapped for anti-air, but there are some blind spots in his air coverage, right? And he's the big one right there, just, trying to stop people from just jumping over, just straight to the other side.
Right. Likewise, Nikali has a great angle for his uppercut that a lot of other characters don't have.
Yeah, he gets anti-airs that are super far out compared to everyone else.
Tachi being very careful, doesn't want to get stuck in a frame trap.
Big
Nice
jump
in.
There we go, yep, reset with the same light kick. Oh, he's trying to chase him down. Tachi's like, see, damn, just let it happen? Okay.
Oh, man.
Just raw up on Omir.
I think that was the first EX rush claw we saw from Shadow Mark this whole set. Nice. Oh, here we go. What is it? Guess for game.
Yeah, plus frame Tachi says he did not have a lot of life to work with. Yeah, we're seeing
No
a
meter.
lot of hit and run, right? A lot of pokes, a lot of dashing back.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, so close. 10 seconds
yeah,
left.
Shadow Mark is running away. He doesn't want to deal with any of this. And the trade.
Very nice.
Nikali spitting that hot fire. That's going to be it. Shadow Mark's finding himself in winners finals of this bracket. Good stuff to him, man.
That was a great match, and Shadow Mark knew that was his round to lose. All he had to do was wait for Itachi to come to him. He didn't have to force the offense. A great position to be in when you're playing against somebody who's very comfortable sitting and waiting, and you put them in a position where they can't sit and wait, they have to go forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, good stuff to him. I think we got a little bit of a lull, because I know up next on stream we should have Orlando and Punk. But Punk looks like he's currently in the middle of a Dragon Ball Fighter set.
Oh, okay, yes, going up against Prodigy right now in Dragon Ball.
Howdy. We gotta wait. Let me say one thing. Yo, right. When Chris gets out, I think I want him to take over. Should take a picture for that.
What happened?
When we got coming up here, Orlando, SFL Guardian, versus Punk, the Renaissance Man. He's in like 3 brackets. I mean, he's gonna be all over the place.
I heard the Renaissance men were coming.
But I mean, yeah, man, he's got to play Street Fighter 5. He just finished the Dragon Ball set right now. He's got to play Strive later today.
Man, just working his way through the brackets. I'm
He's a
telling you.
competitor. I mean, I feel that, man. Hey, listen, I've been known to enter mad brackets. My brain has like slowly diminished in size over the years, so I'm trying to like limit myself to like 2 per event. But
Oh, man.
dude, anyone that has the mental capability / fortitude / whatever the hell to be, you know, entering like multiple games and placing well.
Right. I mean,
in
it's
all of
hard
them.
enough to be good in one game, let alone like 3. Especially games that are so different, right?
Yeah,
Like
for
Strive,
real.
Dragon Ball, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It couldn't be more different, right?
Yeah, for real. I mean, me personally, what was it? And I also think it's way different, right? Getting super far in these brackets, it really does test your mental, right? Like, it's
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing to go 0-2, for example, right? In like 3 games, but you know, placing in the money in 3 games, there's so many more games you have to play. All right, looks like we're going into it. Orlando versus Punk. So we got Ryu versus Cody, if I saw correctly.
Yep.
Looks like it.
Once again, rocking the pink Santa Cody.
Alrighty, so like I was saying earlier, this is top 8 winner. This is gonna find their way in winners finals. I hear music. Should that be there? I hear music. Yeah?
Here's some funky beats right now.
No. I'm good. I'm chilling. It keeps the brain working. You know what I mean? I've learned Forgotten Water. I hate Forgotten Water. I never pick the stage.
It's good. Don't worry. The bot is not gonna catch the music. That's just for us.
Okay.
We don't want the cap cops on us.
Yeah, for real. No, the Capcom's not where I gotta worry about the Twitch cops. You know what I mean? I don't care about
I
the
mean,
Capcoms.
unless you touch the crack.
Huh? Hey, listen.
What? Hey, listen.
I,
This is a family-friendly stream, okay?
I'm playing Ryu and Luke only. All right.
Yes, I have 700 hours on the demo. That's how I know everything.
Playing the level 8 Skynet Ryu.
Dude, the CPU is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
3 inputs like it's an SNK boss. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, into the raw super. Is that going to hit?
He dashed twice. Yeah, but it looks like he blocked
yep.
it.
Oh, great punish from Orlando there, taking the first round.
I wonder if he could have done that meter. It doesn't matter if he could have done it.
Right.
It doesn't matter
I
if he
think
got
in a
the rank.
situation like that, you want to be sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what the pedigree play is good against. Okay. Stopping him in his track with the stand medium punch. Ooh, tries to shimmy. Finds a hit anyway.
Okay. Ooh, nice counter from Ryu. Good block on the cross-up from Punky. It's thrown. Again, this is more this great mid-screen neutral we've seen from Orlando before.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Orlando, you know, establishing the plus frame with his stand medium, using the threat of the counter hit, using it to walk up, kind of regain his turn. Yeah, look at this thing. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And like you said before, nothing he's doing is reinventing the wheel, but it's so solid you don't have to, right? Nice fireball.
You kind of say the same for Punk, right? Oh.
Ooh, there you go.
Big jump in. All right, still got a little bit of time with the knife. Knife falls out of his hand. Still
Cody with a
to go.
full bar meter, though.
I mean, you already got to be
That was incredible.
He's going to find the hit with EX Fireball, and he's going to find himself up in the first game. Okay.
Absolutely.
Keep it up.
Locking in
both
Cody
guys.
for the rematch.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like he's conveying Cody for the set. Looks like. I mean, his Cody's good. Right? I like his Cody.
Ooh, gets punished from that crouching sweep there.
Yeah, Punk confident and squeezing as many links as he can to that combo.
Applying that corner pressure. Orlando not cracking though. Ooh, again,
My
great
goodness,
sweep to the
perfectly
trigger.
timed, yeah.
Ooh, that was sick. That was sick.
No confirmed though. Where's damage, Orlando?
Hey, hold on, what's the score?
It's about
Orlando's up 1.
yes. It's about sending a message.
No, that's fair. I respect that. D-trigger out. Oh man, that's savage.
Okay, now Punk has access to some extra range there, but again, that perfect fireball range.
Yeah, I was about to say,
there
you can't outrange the fireball. There it is.
Very solid pokes from Punk there, taking first round in the corner.
Yeah, confirming instant knockdown. Punk taking the first round here. Has a Punk better meter too. Over here on both sides.
Ooh, tries to go through the fireball and gets swept for his troubles.
Round 2.
Okay, standing medium kick, such a strong button from Cody. Gives his buttons. It's just very hard to whip punish in general. Really strong multi-purpose button. Nice. D-skill swing. Really fireball. Not forcing to be able to confirm off the right.
Punk now getting very comfortable swaying through those fireballs. Like you said, goes through the super.
All right, weird. You gotta punish that normally. You have to be a cool guy.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Not
punish.
close enough for the crouch
But
body punch.
does get the V-trigger into the knife. Whoop.
That's crazy. Yo, where are the cops, man? I got a DQ. That's a Kasoru in final round situation. Shout out to Kasoru. After that, you ever seen that clip? Where it's an old Marvel 3 clip. One of the first players to ever come to American football camp played a wacky team.
Okay, yes, I do remember. He was a Spider-Man player, right?
No, it was not. That was that's Mame Spider, but no, that was way after the fact. I'm talking about this guy. His name is Kazuto Joe. He was playing Beautiful Joe.
Yes.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, I do
Frank
remember
West,
that.
Right? So he got the Frank West anti-air super. It was like some weird tech he had to counter the Dark Phoenix activation. He got it, and he was mashing so hard with the stick that he paused the game. F-Champ tried to get the DQ, but he was already dead, so the TLs let it rock.
Right. Oh, man. It's a little FTC history right there. Punk gets the stun, though. Gonna do some nice damage to Orlando on the back foot.
Yeah, look at that. Just but again, the Wando, I mean, the story of him in the sense the crush counter sweep.
Very nice. The double dash and the throw.
Yeah, maintaining spacing just outside of all his Global's range.
Punk almost gets stunned. Gotta be very careful right now. Ooh, that was an incredible confirm.
And spending it all. He's like, yo, that was pretty tough, but thank God I got a lot of cash to spend, you know what I mean?
Mayoral privileges, you know what I'm saying?
Orlando, he looks like he's having a good time. You gotta worry about, how he's feeling on the inside, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was his game to win, basically. He watched it all slip out of it, from the palm of his hands. Just a couple quick strokes. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, the knockdown. Ooh, nice
big punish.
block on DP, leaving him with one throw range for stun, but no, Orlando answering back, getting his corner here.
And when we know historically Punk is one of those players, if he finds a way to get in that rhythm, even if he was on the back foot previously, it'd be very hard to get him off again.
No CA to spend
For Orlando to press the button.
kick. Okay, knockdown.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about the unblockable with that move. Oh my goodness. The stand like it hit like it so far.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like a standing medium kick.
Yeah. Cody, one of the few characters who gets to realize, wait, I could just have the normal.
Just your whole leg out there.
Yeah, for real. Good stuff, man. Punk taking a 2-0, gonna find himself in winners finals versus Shadowmark. I believe it was. Yes. Good stuff. So we got our top 3 solidified. There was a phone here that had the bracket in front of me. Now I don't have that phone.
I believe Ryan has it since it was his phone.
That would make sense. And I see that he's playing against Junebug and he looked a little serious, so that's probably a tournament match. I'm not gonna bother him. Excuse me, Mr. Streamer. What's my bracket?
Mr. Streamer, man.
He did this. You don't have it open?
What?
I don't have it open, I'm saying.
You're pissing me off, man.
Just send it. Just fucking type it in, bro.
Fighter Fest 5 on Google. Y todo.
Some on-the-fly bracket management on stream. You'll love to see it.
Street Fighter 5 PS4 in progress. There we go. So going into this, Punk vs Orlando just finished up. Looks like Junebug and Convicted of Fun, despite the fact that it's top 8 stream, they are, or top 8 match, I mean, they are running it off stream. Shades of Evolution 2023. Let's see, I'm actually interested to see how that match goes. I think historically Junebug should take it, but I know that he's dropped games to Convicted of Fun in the past. I want to see how that goes. Looks like winner of that is going to have to go against Legacy in the losers quarters.
Right.
And it looks like Orlando's going to be playing the winner of Burrodinho, Tim Chris. And I don't know how that match went. I don't see them
Where
playing.
are they? Oh, let's see who got it.
Hey, yo, Chris.
Who got it?
2-0
or 2-1?
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, so it looks like that's what we're working with. So Team
If only
Chris,
we could just...
Team Chris and Orlando. I don't know if I mean, I could make an executive decision and tell them to play right now. Actually, we know we should, because Shadow Market touches Legacy play first. So yeah, we should. Yo, Chris. Chris. You can play on stream right now versus, well, actually, wait, let me make sure if Orlando's good to play. Yeah, because you have to play against Orlando.
Right.
Orlando. you good to play right now? You good right now? Yeah. Let me make sure I'm not.
Yeah, where's Orlando?
Orlando's right here.
No, I mean on the bracket.
So Orlando was here against Punk, and then loser of R, which is this set,
Yes.
goes against them. So I did not ruin the bracket.
Gotcha.
And it works this way because they flip the order in which they done the top 8.
Right. Okay. All right, so it looks like our next match on stream will be Team Chris versus Orlando. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Pretty good, pretty good. Huh? Oh, absolutely. Got my hotel last minute. Got right at
Ryan is
got
shaking
in
his
right
head,
at
which
the end
leads me to believe that unfortunately he has dropped the game.
I'm looking forward to it.
Bug. Yo, I made an executive decision, and I'm having them play on stream right now. All right. Ryan now decided an approval of my executive decision. I know. I've been around the block. I've seen a tournament
or
you know,
two,
here and there,
you know,
here.
in the past.
Yeah. Big fan of Diego Umi Juarez. That's my boy.
What's it going? Like, what do we
We're
see?
in losers quarterfinals.
Losers quarterfinals.
Yeah. So we got Team Chris versus Orlando. Orlando just coming off of a heated set
Yes.
against Punk the God,
And-
the Alpha.
Very close, not a wash at all.
No, yeah, that was actually very, very, very competitive.
And with Ryu, a character doesn't get a lot of respect, you know?
That is true. That is true. Versus Cody, one of the arguable best characters in the game right now.
Right,
Especially-
kind of does everything Ryu does, just better though.
You're kind of right. That's actually very sad. You hate to see it. Shout out to Momochi really showing everybody the light with that character.
Oh yeah. I remember a lot of people were on him when he first came out, then it dropped off real hard. And now recently starting to come back up again.
It's a combination of like shiny new toy syndrome, and also it's like, you know, it's Cody, right? Like that's
Right,
one of the
people
coolest
love Cody,
characters. Yeah,
you know?
one of the coolest Street Fighter characters, right? So, but you know, over time, like I was saying, you know, Momochi really showing everybody what that character is capable of, right? Excuse me, and it, you know, just manifests in a strong showing.
Team Chris opting for the black and red Chun-Li. That's how you know he's serious.
I like this color. I'm a
She's
big
dressed
fan of
black
this color.
for
Yeah.
your funeral.
This is the you remember the Nicki Minaj song, Chun-Li?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, this is the exact color of that outfit.
The
that she
same
was
color
rocking in that
palette,
music video. Yeah.
All right, so we're getting into it now. Losers quarterfinals. Team Chris versus Orlando.
Already going into it. Both these guys are having a little bit of a friendly chat, a bit of a friendly Nando
Right.
before going into the set, but let's see.
Talk about a classic match, Ryu versus Chun-Li,
Oh,
right?
yeah, this is, this is about as old school as it gets.
The only older you can get is like Ryu versus Ken.
Yeah. They're going to Zanshu, punishing the fireball, gets up to Team Chris. Looks like he's already got a render towards the corner. Oh, not
Right,
letting him
very
escape with the
nice.
stand roundhouse.
Okay, nice throw back into the corner. Orlando gets that sweep into the V trigger. Great at activation.
Oh,
Another
my
nice
goodness.
overhead into the legs.
I think he wanted to try and clear that with like DD or crouch or something. But he gets kind of hit for trouble. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Very nice optimal punish for Team Chris, taking round one for Orlando.
A bit scrambly, a bit, you know, start and stop from the combos there. But I mean, you know, Team Chris at the end of the day pulls it up. These guys are chatting.
Yeah, they're having some fun, you know?
Yeah,
You love to see
they're
it.
having a conversation.
A conversation between their fists and their words.
Yeah, but the fun
Oh,
times might
man.
be over, man. I thought Team Chris dropped that performance and spinning basic, and we're seeing a little bit of that serious face.
I love seeing that axe kick in the middle of combos with Ryu. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's that's definitely one of the coolest things you guys can do. Okay, so good
The
V trigger, the
activation.
Ryu classic.
Very nice. Team Chris doing a great job landing those overheads.
I can't help but feel like Team Chris kind of made a mistake. I mean, he got to use Zanshu instead of transferring into his light kicks and super, went for the EX instead, but it's okay.
Right.
The Zanshu, or reaction, I should say,
Yeah, it's-
getting that punish. Loses quarters, remember. Nah, we just play winner semis, bro. Come on, keep up. I fought OG. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm a terrible commentator.
Uh-oh.
Bodily functions are getting the best of me. Wait,
Sneeze count. Ding.
I think I bested it.
Nothing's worse than the I'm gonna sneeze and then the oh never mind.
Yeah, for real.
But we were just saying before that mid-screen range that Orlando is very comfortable with throwing those fireballs. Not as good of an option against Chun-Li.
Chris is chatting, man. I'm enamored by it.
Listen, he's a man of the people, okay?
Listen, me personally, I hate when people talk during my bracket matches. It's a huge pet peeve for me. I absolutely despise it.
Oh no.
reminder to everyone, keep it quiet back there. In the words of a wise man.
Oh,
Keep
man.
it down over there, will you?
Listen, it's one thing when it's your opponent and they're cool with it, but if you're behind the match, let the people play.
That's a new level. That's a new level.
Yeah.
Despicable. You're definitely the worst.
You don't
human
want
being.
this, when you're playing in a match, tapping on the shoulder.
Oh no! If you touch me on the, especially the way you just did it right now, if you hit me with that in the middle of the set,
Real fireballs are going to be thrown, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to have to sign a waiver before you do that one. That's all I'm going to say. All right, man, Orlando looks like he's switching to the Nash. Interesting character decision here, but I know he's got one.
Yeah, I think this is a solid pick against a character like Chun-Li. He definitely has the tools to deal with that matchup. I think definitely more so than Ryu.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about it, right, is Nash generally character known for being very, mobile, right, going in and out of the proper strike ranges, pretty much as he will. And I think for a player like Team Chris that likes to kind of keep a monopoly on the button, especially the set, I think you can do just as often.
And again, Nash is one of those characters. We saw a lot of him in the beginning, and then not so much for a very long time. But there's still some of those specialists out there who can show you that he can still do a lot of work. Like you said, he's got movement pretty much exclusive to him. There's not a lot of other characters that can traverse those spaces like he can.
Yeah. It's weird too. You look at how he does this, like all his stats, right? The occasional moonsault.
Yeah, he doesn't mind throwing out a couple crouching jabs to connect into the moon kick.
Absolutely.
Great space control. See, this is the same kind of excellent space control from that mid-screen range, but instead of fireballs, he's using the kicks.
Yeah, for sure. Team Chris getting the knockdown, about even on life. He already has that feature on deck, defending the bar to get the cross range. Like that Orlando.
Very nice.
Quick round. Gonna tie it set up here.
Definitely a great pick on Orlando's part to switch into Nash. I think that was a great choice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I was actually talking to Ripstick Ryu, one of the newer players that we have at our locals here in South Florida. Right? What happened? Oh, move it up? Oh, yeah, that's way better. But yeah, Ripstick Ryu, one of the newer players that we have at Next Level. He obviously mains Ryu, but he also has a really solid Nash. And he was telling me earlier, he thinks that those characters, perform really well. Obviously, they don't have individually a lot of winning matchups, like, just the two of them on their own. Right. But combined together, they really cover their weaknesses very well.
Yeah, and they're two characters that kind of share skill pools, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're good with one, chances are you're going to be good with the other. Very nice into the stun from Orlando.
Is that going to be enough? Yep. Yep. Just as much damage you can get out of that combo, and just like that, Orlando finding himself in set point, trying to get his way into loser semis against the Nash. This is another top 8 match, unfortunately playing off screen, which is Tati Lexi versus Junebug.
Okay, nice throw into the corner from Team Chris.
Round 2.
Oh my goodness, crush counter. Yeah, doesn't get too much off of it though.
Right, doesn't want Orlando to try to control any more of that momentum than he already has.
Nice punish on the Hizanshu.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, super late with a teleport. Wasn't sure if he was going to do it or not. Lets it rip and gets the side swap. Oh,
that was
cross up and no combo.
That was a Marvel cross up.
Yeah. Plus range. Tries to get a little greedy with it. And the grab. That's going to be big. Good stuff. Orlando. Yeah. His name is also Orlando, man. It's tough. But yeah, with the plus character swap into Nash, that's going to be it to take it.
And again, a great option there, not afraid to just throw out a couple of those crouching jabs to catch Team Chris off guard and confirm it is some good damage.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Alrighty, so that's going to be the end of Team Chris's life. I personally am going to be getting off the mic because I need to rest my voice. I got a long day ahead of me. Some guilty gearing that has to be done. So I'm going to pass the mic off. I mean, you hold it down for now, but I think, yeah, it looks like Chris is going to get on the mic.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'll catch you all later tonight with Guilty Gear.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. It's one and only Team Chris coming to you on commentary.
Okay, the two of us on this mic. We have to try to not turn it into a wrestling podcast.
No. I'll be sure to avoid that. I after seeing an All Elite Wrestling show go about like 5.5 hours, I'm pretty much like
the average Dragon Ball bracket.
yeah, pretty much like that. It was really hard because I really wanted to watch SmackDown last night. I'm like, I just don't have the energy.
I feel you, man.
And I wanted to
Sometimes
see the
you're
draft.
just
I
tired.
love the draft. The draft is great, you know? I'm like, everyone else doesn't care about who's switching shows. I care.
Right.
You know? I'm like, wow, they moved the New Day. No. They moved the Street Profits to SmackDown and Imperium to Raw. I'm like, that's a good trade. It's a good trade. I'm surprised they bundled the Intercontinental Champion in that stable, but like, you know. But you know, I'm tired of it. But yeah, so we're here. We're gonna get started. We got Italia's Legacy versus Junebug should be wrapping up.
Yes, we're gonna see who got it in just a minute.
Yeah, the top 8 that we had earlier was Punk, Orlando, Tachi's Legacy, Shadow Mark, Junebug, Convicted of Fun. Wow, making the top 8. Wow, tied with Ryan. That was pretty good. No, never mind. I got 5th. Okay. Yeah, Borodinho and then me. Top 8. But you get to see some old faces coming back. New faces, naturally known faces. We got a good grand final too.
Right, that's what we were saying before. It's kind of like the
Winner's
greatest
final,
hits of the South Florida Street Fighter scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got a good amount of our heavy hitters, and Orlando's playing great. Orlando's playing great Street Fighter right now.
Yeah,
So
he played a great set against Punk. I always love seeing Ryu do well because he's one of my favorite characters.
yeah, no, his Ryu's excellent. I had to make him switch because I know that matchup a little too well.
Yeah.
So it was, but Nash gets under my skin. He knows that. So it was good.
Nash
good
is a
strategy
tough
fun.
character to deal with, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't see him very often, so it's not something you can mentally prepare yourself for a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's still a lot of knowledge checks, but like there's things you know better, but you'll still get hit with. And like Street Fighter V does have a lot of that. It's like, you know, this is a thing, but how are you going to deal with it?
Right.
And
now
for better or worse, you know?
Yes, absolutely. And we're moving on to loser semis, I believe.
Yes, this is the loser semifinal. It's going to be Itachi's Legacy versus Orlando. The last 2 out of 3 set of the bracket. So we got 2 of South Florida's finest players. Itachi's Legacy lost to Shadow Mark, and Orlando lost to Punk, and we're going to see that in the next set, the winner's final, coming up. But here it's probably going to be, Orlando's probably going to be going back to Ryu.
I would imagine so.
Itachi's Legacy is, it could either go Ibuki,
I could
it
see
could
him
go
sticking
Blanca.
with Blanca.
Yeah. He could go either way with them.
We're seeing a lot of these Street Fighter 2 matchups. Ryu and Chun-Li, Ryu
Well,
and
it's
Blanca.
mostly my fault. So, I mean, it's definitely my fault about that. So, sorry in advance. These are the 2 players that beat me, though. So,
Oh, wow. You're right.
yeah. So there's that. There's definitely that. Wow, Burrow beating Raze. That's impressive. That's really good. Raze is a very good jury player.
Yeah, we've had a lot of. There's so many great players here right now. There's great matches going off stream as well.
Yes, there are.
Okay, so Orlando deciding to go with Nash right off the bat. I can understand that decision. I think he realizes the tools Ryu has and thinks that Nash just might be better to start off with.
It could be. I mean, it could be just the 50-50 mix-ups that Nash has is very strong. I like where Nash is now in this current build of the game. They found like a really good balance of both defense and offense to make him strong, which is really good. And Orlando's been using Nash since Season 2, which as a Chun-Li player in Season 2, you're going to get a bit of a talking to for selecting that character, you know? But Orlando is very well versed with a lot of the cast. Ryu, Ken, Fong. I know there's a few others out there that I'm missing. Maybe I remember Alex. Yeah, there was an Alex. Yeah. So Crouch Fierce Crouch Counter starts it off. Itachi's Legacy always wearing the Christmas story.
Right.
You know, you'll shoot your eye out.
You'll electric your eye out, kid. The BB Blanca balls.
Yeah, I just want to go straight to the Chinese takeout and the lamp with the lady's leg.
Dude, I'm hungry. Don't talk about food right now.
Well, you didn't get the hot dogs for $1?
Oh my God.
And look, we're actually at the level where hot dogs are $1.
Right.
So that's
Get the South Florida steamy.
South Florida steamy, whatever that means. I don't know. We're keeping it PG, folks.
Shout outs to Castle Super Beast.
Super Beast.
But Itachi taking round 1 very quickly, and we're seeing a
Rainbow
much more,
ball over the boom. That's some swag, right, Kevin?
I was going to say, we're seeing a much more aggressive Blanca from Itachi right now. I don't think he's comfortable playing that wait-and-see game with Orlando's Nash.
No, especially not. I mean, the waiting game does favor Nash's defensive tactics, even though Nash isn't the defensive powerhouse that he was on the launch of Street Fighter V. He was pretty broken.
Oh, he was a tank.
Yeah, he was a tank, and a tank with 50-50s. I mean, and just a really godlike backdash that would escape a lot of trouble. Rainbow Ball cross up, we saw him do that earlier. He's going to get the spin dash in there, nothing, fakes the cross up, gets the throw.
Ooh, very nice.
And he's got Orlando on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, into the throw. Very nice performance from Itachi's Legacy here. Again, switching that dial from defense to offense. We were saying before, Blanca's one of those characters who plays both of those styles so well.
Yes. Yeah, he does, and especially Gabriel's. Itachi's Legacy has excellent fundamentals. So he's got some of the best reactions, the best reads, and also like he just has mix-ups that just he keeps you in your face, he keeps you guessing.
Right.
And I mean, if you play with him, that's a style of play that he's going to instill on you. And I think that if you're, and I was talking to a few players here in the bracket earlier, and I think that if you run it, if you want to play a more up close quarters combat style of Street Fighter, I think this is the type of player you want to hang out with and run with, because Itachi's Legacy is non-stop in your face. I mean, and he told me, hey, you're going to get some wake-up EXs, you're going to get some wake-up supers along the way, but trust the process with it. Like, if your opponent, you should not be rewarding an opponent that's, what Gabriel believes ultimately is, you should not be rewarding an opponent that's afraid of you.
Yes.
And in Street Fighter V, you can run scared and win. You really can.
There's a lot of characters where you can hit and run a lot.
Yeah. You can, I mean, yeah, and oh, wow, he didn't convert because he caught him in midair. That's really good. If I was Itachi's Legacy, I would take that trade every time. 9 times out of 10, my friend. Yeah, and it's not just like that traditional, like, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition Akuma jump back fireballs all day.
Right.
It's more like I have guaranteed pressure, and you have to deal with it. And if you don't block it, I get a guaranteed mix-up and stuff that happens. I mean, that's why I really hate fighting Boxer in this game and certain other characters, because it's like they just it's really the proximity guard, and that's really what's going to throw a lot of people off come Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is that you can bob and weave. Does he get this through the booms? Yes, he does.
Through the sonic boom. Very nice call out from Itachi's Legacy there.
And hella spacing too. To be aware of where that critical art can reach to the super is brilliant.
Again, we've already seen how great he is about being patient and picking his moment. That's a perfect example right there.
Yes, indeed. And he got that neutral drop. And
ooh, avoided all of it with the forward flip.
Oh man, look at
mix. What mix? I'm over here.
He's looking like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 when you miss him the special stage ring and you're trying to weave around to get it. And like, you know, he's still got the 50 rings. He's good. Oh, the Slice.
Ooh.
The Sky stops out Blanca's attempted slide there. But look at that side
wow,
switch.
The electric brings him to the other side. Orlando knowing he has to be very patient right now.
I just like how after he gets that activation, he takes that step forward and he hits him with the back shoulder, and it's like, oh. Like, just Blanca has that Elvis moment there.
Orlando has to be very careful. Blanca's excellent normals on 0 vital right now. Any hit will do it, and there's the hit.
On 0 vital, indeed, and saw that awareness there. That the Sonic Scythe was misplaced, and he gets the jab punish there. And Itachi's Legacy quickly taking out Orlando's Nash. I mean, Orlando's still top 8 finish. Very strong performance. I believe this is 4th place for Orlando.
Loser semis, I believe so.
So I got 5th place, and since Punk is in the tournament, I guess that means I can take a photo. Not with Punk. I'm not that guy.
Just in the background, right?
If I'm like, hey, Punk, can I take a picture with you? And he's going to look at me like, you see me at every tournament. I'm like, I know, I'm everywhere, literally. So it's like, I don't. But I mean, like, it's good. I'm going to get the commentator's photo. I'm going to get I got 5th in Street Fighter photo, and it was great.
You can still get your esports photo.
Yeah, so here we got the Shadow Mark versus Punk winners final. I'm really excited to see this match. Danny just started showing up again at locals, and the last 2 locals he came in, we had our killers there. We had SoFlo at its strongest, and this man did not miss a beat. And I'll tell you something, like, I've seen this guy do work. Like, the last time second last time I went to First Attack in Puerto Rico, 2019, I saw Shadow Mark defeat, beat a Japanese Karen. I don't know if the guy's name was Takeshi or something, or I don't know. He beat him, right?
Right.
And then he almost beat Toy, like a good dictator from the West Coast. And what the word is that he sandbagged. He mailed it in. He got tired. We were kind of like getting on him, like, come on, Danny.
The lore.
No, the lore, but Danny could do work. And hey, there's anyone here who definitely and not like So I don't know if Shadowmark, I didn't see if he was using Nikali or using Akira.
He was.
Okay, yeah. So but Punk had a lot of success with Nikali as well. Had a great showing at East Coast Throwdown, some other tournaments as well that come to mind. The Juicy Monthly in Orlando also like kicked everyone's ass in that one. So I mean, like, yeah, that was I play in that one. You know, shout outs to other players like Octi23, KJ Master, Kisima Munro. Like, you know, what is it? Mr. Dark Ice, who's actually here doing work, photography, but he usually gets in the bracket at the Juicy Monthly. So always great to see Punk as a Florida player. So it's I don't know if Florida could claim that, but you know, I mean, we claim Smug, like, you know.
So, like you were saying, Shadowmark sticking with the Nikali, a character that I have not seen in a hot minute.
Okay.
Oh, no, and he's still great. He's still
He
great.
can still do work. Like, we saw some wonderful neutral from him in his last match.
Yeah.
Really holding on to that meter, to saving that critical art for the last
It's
moment.
the reactions, too, he has, too. Like, he can really... So, Punk is using Cody here. Christmas outfits, again. Like, everyone's in the holiday spirit now.
Right?
Apparently, it's
Everyone wants that bag for Christmas.
You know who didn't get a Christmas outfit, by the way? Chun-Li.
She only has 10,000 other ones.
I know. She has a wedding dress, too. And, like, you know, I also have the Red Bull outfit on that console. This is my PS4 that I donated to the scene. You're welcome. Punk off to a great start. Got
Absolutely.
that shimmy with
About to
the
get
EX
stunned.
Ruffians.
Ooh.
Yeah, that low Ruffian definitely does work. Connected to another
74
Ruffian.
seconds, perfect KO. Punk sending a message right now in winner's final.
Yeah, indeed. Like, just not the easiest person to push into the corner there, but Punk has really good awareness of working around that V skill. It's yeah, this is 3 out of 5. This is winner's final.
Winners, losers, and grands, all 3 out of 5.
Yeah, and there it is. Seeing the awareness there with the stand roundhouse, getting that stand strong in there, gets a throw, and right once again, Shadowmark is in the corner, takes another throw. I'm gonna force you to hit some buttons.
Right? Okay, V reversal says, get off me. Goes for the dive pick. Punk whiffs the throw, but gets caught with the uppercut.
Yeah, but you know, from Punk's perspective, I got the player in the corner, and they do a V reversal, and I got a 50% life lead.
Right.
Good.
It's
because
a good position to be in.
Yeah, because when you're getting near that 0 vital, I want you to not have V-Trigger. And now V-Trigger's coming out this late in the game, and we know how much Nikali players love to pop that thing in the first 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
But now he's got to wait another 30 seconds. Not to be outdone, Punk keep going with the V-Trigger 1, the knife, which did get buffed in the recent patch. The knife has been actually the go-to V-Trigger of choice for Cody players. And right there, just...
I mean, you can see it right there. You get so much range, you get so much extra damage and pressure out of it.
Yeah.
Once that knife comes out, you become a sword character.
For sure. I mean, you don't see knife tricks like that outside of Inside the World's Toughest Prisons on Netflix. That show's weird, by the way.
I've never heard of that show.
I'm going to do like a JonTron style review on that, but anyways, non sequitur. Okay, so Punk decisively takes it 1-0. I love this level, by the way. For the record, this level does not have input lag. I don't know how it goes on a PS4, notably my former PS4. Did you know, by the way, this PS4 was paid for by my former boss?
Interesting.
Yeah, my former employer bought me this PS4 because I sold my soul.
Nice
Okay,
dash
so I'm kidding. Okay, he gets that throw. Again, Punk is on point with his V-Trigger, man. Well, I'm sorry, corner pressure.
So great at establishing that pressure and really forcing Shadowmark out of his comfort zone, not able to play that patient game that we saw earlier against Itachi's Legacy.
But you're starting to see it. I like that roundhouse against roundhouse trade. He fished for Punk going for that roundhouse, chased the Yamazaki, Capcom vs. SK2, but Shadowmark responded to it with that crush counter of his own. But Punk cutting.
Again, that knife, it turns into a different game.
Yeah, and especially if you, that's the other thing about it too, is that Cody's V-Trigger, it makes his throw game, and especially the fact that V-Trigger 2, which we're not seeing, but it has that really annoying command grab. If you know, you know. But the throw pressure that Punk gets with that knife, it's beautiful stuff.
Okay, oh, it still gets the hit there.
And that's
Again,
good awareness,
another trade
too.
more than happy to take.
And that's good awareness to see, like, maybe some of these buttons are even, a little negative on block, but when you space them correctly, you get another turn. You know, it's like rolling doubles in Monopoly. Oh, good punish there with
Very
the little ruffian.
nice from Shadowmark. Oh, whiffs the command grab, though. Gets put back into the corner.
Yeah, he saw him. He was reaching for it, man. He was reaching for it.
Literally reaching.
Yeah, Punk sees it, that he's extended that foot out there. He wants to get his foot in the door. He's going to pop that V-Trigger. But look at the life lead, Kevin.
Nice trade there.
Like, this life lead, though. This is
Yeah.
what...
This is, nice block on the cross-up from Punk.
And that's when you want to
Shadowmark
use the
finally out of the corner. Ooh, still makes the connection.
I know, right? He got the juggle off the bad breath there. I like
now
that.
Punk's in the corner. This is Shadowmark's chance to swing the momentum in his favor.
Shadowmark's really good at confirming in the super in this situation. We've seen him do it many times. And, of course, you know, this is the... Oh! Oh, baby.
Speaking of confirming in the super.
He done cha-cha slide and slide to the left. One hop this time into a nice little funnel cloud.
That was some great
2-0
awareness
Punk.
from Punk right there.
That was. And it's like, you don't see the calculations either. The calculations are already made. The
Right.
minuses, the plus blocks, like what actions to take on the next turn, it's all there. It's already there. So, I love it. I was going to make a useless Monopoly reference, but I'll hold back. I'm obsessed with Monopoly.
All right, so great pressure from Punk right now, throwing out those normals, keeping Shadow Mark in check.
Yeah, all
slowly
stand strong.
pushing him to the corner.
Yeah, that's the
Ooh, but
beautiful
Shadow Mark
bulldog.
catches him on the dash though.
Now we're in mid-screen. I mean, Punk is in a very comfortable position.
Gets the zonk. Nice throw tech from Shadow Mark.
I want to see more of that stand roundhouse from Nikali.
Ooh, okay. This is the position Punk wants to put you in the corner, all that damage. Okay, there we go. A nice little confirm from Shadow Mark here. Doesn't get a lot of damage off it. That's going to be a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, just completely not shaken up by getting hit with that D skill there. And then again, just walking, stand strong. Going to threaten a little bit with some zonks, ruffians, stand roundhouse.
Cody does so much damage.
Match point here. Punk is 1 round away, a good 99 seconds away from getting into the grand finals here. And Shadow Mark has to go up 2 rounds here, just get 1 on the board.
Right, it's a very hard position for him, but I would not count him out.
Oh no, indeed.
He's got a full stick of butter right now, and like you were saying, we know how good he is at landing at that critical art. But Punk is not at the health right now where he would try to go for that. He needs to get him a little bit lower and then make that nice confirm like he's done so well in the past.
I love that conversion into the target combo there. Beautiful stuff.
Shadow Mark able to play a little
That
more
low
patiently,
forward.
get stuck into the V-trigger activation.
I hate that low medium kick, man. It looks like such a sweep. It looks punishable.
It really does.
But it's not. It's one of my gripes I have against Cody players all the time. So Shadow Mark here hanging on to his survival here in the winner's bracket. He needs a big conversion.
Again, just great at that pressure. Loses the knife, gets the crush counter. This is how you make something happen.
This should kill.
That'll do it, absolutely.
Yep, and he's going to give him the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom style super.
Kalima.
There, someone gets it.
Of course.
I'm not the oldest one here.
Listen, if there's a movie reference, you know to call level 3 X Factor.
But one thing that that my boy Flash, my sensei Flash, would point out here is that it's match point here for Punk, and he's got full meter.
Right.
So I mean,
Still
like,
a very dangerous position for Shadow Mark.
it is, and Punk's in a position where the game can just come to him, and now he's got Shadow Mark down to half of his health. Really good spot here.
Again, now Punk is in that position where he can be very patient and pick his offense.
Yeah, or you can just throw out the median ruffians
There you
there,
go.
get
Into
the knowledge
the
check,
stun.
see if
That'll
it
be
can
it.
connect. Ruffians. Punk with the business, getting it on, going to grand finals here. We'll see. It's just, he's just got a few more steps to not fumble the bag here and get paid off here at Fighter
Right.
Fest 5.
And like we said, we were saying earlier, also in bracket for Dragon Ball, and going to be in bracket for Strive.
Yes, because he's a professional. That's what we do.
I can't even imagine being good at one game, let alone 3. You know
I
what
wish I
mean?
was good at one game. I'm losing sleep over trying to get good at one game.
That's why I'm over here and not over there.
I
you know
have
what I'm
Street Fighter
saying?
5 commentators saying I'm a Super Turbo player. I have Super Turbo players like, no, we do not claim this man.
You belong to no tribe.
And then I have Third Strike players like, you don't even know how to play this game. You picked Chun-Li. So it's good stuff. But I'm telling you, man, that was good. I mean, and Shadow Mark was really looking for his opportunities, trying to find
Right.
it. But Punk just had his name on each corner of the X-axis
Right, I mean,
there, really taking care of business.
You know, we were saying that Kali does have some options, but at the end of the day, there's a reason you don't see that character that often, especially against high caliber players who are able to optimize those top tiers like that. It's just so hard, you know?
And some people have just been used to the matchup against Nikali for
Right.
a very long time.
Especially
It's-
when you used to play Nikali,
Hey.
even though it was a while ago.
Hey, it's not just against like chess playing checkers, Sometimes it's like Frasier versus The Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God. Frasier versus
Big
Predator.
braids, baby. Frasier versus what?
Versus Predator.
Oh man, I'm Team Niles all the way. Like, just seeing Niles just holding up the severed head of the Predator. Hey, if the girl and the dog could do it in Prey, all right? Anyone. Prey's a great movie, by the way.
Daphne and the dog.
Anyone can do it. Prey's a great movie, by
Oh,
the
it
way.
is.
all right?
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think like Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine will survive, but I think it's real good. So here we got losers final. We got some of the finest of South Florida coming at you. This is the repeat of the grand finals previously. Shadowmark gets Touch's Legacy. Touch's Legacy in the last grand finals on Thursday night at Next Level Gaming. Shameless plug. He saw Gabriel, Touch Legacy, got a 3-0 reset with Blanca. I believe he was using Blanca the entire grand finals. And but Shadowmark just hung on, was down 1-0 after the reset, but then was able with 3 straight fights to go home and get his Uber money back. So that was good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hey,
so-
you take what you can get, you know?
That's right, especially here in the FGC. You know, what do you think? We got salaries? Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
Hey, I got to wash dishes after this.
I got to pick up the plates in the venue.
Oh, man. Pay those dues. Okay, so here we got Blanca versus Nikali. This is going to be a savage matchup.
Literally.
Because they both can fly across the screen. And since the Blanca's got a little bit of advantage taken to the skies there, but I love Nikali's buttons. I love Nikali's mix-ups. Now, Itachi's Legacy is using V-Skill 1.
Yes.
So that's interesting. So he's not going to be standing around there pounding his chest and flexing. He's going to be...
This is a run back for Itachi's Legacy. Shadowmark was the one who sent him in the losers a few matches ago.
Yeah, so Shadowmark also beat him in the grand finals.
Ooh,
at locals.
very nice cross up into the throw there.
The last few tournaments, but I'm really happy to have Shadowmark back. I have a funny story about the one time I beat Shadowmark in tournament. It was because someone else quit the tournament and he took their spot.
Oh,
and
very
I'm like,
nice.
oh, hell no. That's the only time. It was desperation.
And both characters, we saw the stun bar go from one side to the other very quickly. Now, Itachi is taking a much more offensive approach than he was last time because that wait-and-see approach didn't quite work out
Yeah, but
for him.
when you see that he's doing that, that's when he turns on the defense, though. Because Street Fighter is all about deception. Sun
Very
Tzu,
nice into the ball.
Sun Tzu would be a big fan of this game.
Ooh,
I think
nice
Sun Tzu would like
uppercut.
5 the most, too. Maybe someone in the comments says Sun Tzu's a super turbo guy. What do you think, Kevin?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I thought you were going to like hound me for saying that I like the reversions of the Power Rangers one. I thought you were going to be, what is wrong with you?
Listen, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum, all right?
Yeah, but you can get on some good YouTube clips about that, you know, and then someone puts a headline like, you know, OG Power Ranger fan owns casual now and always fan, you know.
Regrets it.
Instantly lives to regret it, yeah. I love those.
All right, but Shadowmark in the corner now. But as we saw before, he's not afraid to have his back in the corner in situations like this. He's very confident enough.
Oh, he's one of the most
very
dangerous.
patient enough to just right there jump out of the corner and establish his offense again.
As someone who's had both of these players in the corner before, I never feel like I have an advantage when I do. And maybe that's just me and my self-confidence.
Nice. Finally gets the dive kick in there.
That I need to work on, and maybe that'll give me better luck with the ladies. But I'm just telling you, these guys are scary to have in the corner.
Right. But again, activating V-trigger, putting that pressure on Itachi.
Ooh,
nice
the
counter head into the up
reactions!
ball.
Will it confirm?
Sonic spin dash into the super. That'll do it for Itachi, bringing him up around.
No, I like spin dash. See, you kept the cannon. I thought you were going to say, like other people say, Sonic spinball.
No.
Which, aside from the soundtrack by Spencer Nielsen, is an abomination. Have you played Sonic Spinball?
I have not,
It was
no.
a mistake. It doesn't even make any sense. Why would Dr. Eggman make a pinball security system against a character who
Why
can
does
roll
Sonic
into a
drive
ball?
a car?
Like, okay, that too, I got to ask about too. But I'm just saying, like, if you build a pinball defense machine mechanism, okay, do not defend it against Sonic or Samus Aran. Like, you're going to get screwed, all right? Just like that anti-air from Shadowmark. Brilliant.
Great pressure from Shadowmark putting on there.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
backing up a
hoping
little
that
bit.
Shadowmark here can make Itachi's Legacy regret the costume choice. But to be fair, a lot of Blanca's outfits are banned.
Right, because they add so many extra hitboxes and jangly bits.
They're
you know?
annoying. As someone who whiffs buttons a lot, like a lot, you'll see that it sucks. And you'll see he has got like a little bit of extension. So you think he's there, and he's like, no.
Shadowmark able to get the V-trigger activation, but Itachi gets the throw. Both of these characters vying for that precious space in the middle there.
Yeah, Itachi's like really close to a full meter here.
Look at the patience. Look at the patience from these players.
Yeah, because he wants that V-trigger to expire, and it's going to take a little bit to do that.
Both players full critical art. There it is.
Because he wanted to avoid that. You want to avoid all that. Just
not going to kill, but it's going to be very close.
And he just had like 5 more seconds of that V-trigger, but it would equate to that much damage. Because like Blanca can't get that many other confirms into the super.
And there you go. The
like
critical
Nikali
art right back into it.
Yeah, Nikali's is automatic.
Just like last time, these matches going down to the wire because both players are so patient. Time is actually a factor.
Yes, yeah, it is. And you can see we got it down to 7 seconds here. I'm sure 2 more seconds we would have seen one of those fantastic scrambly McScramblesons that we. I'm just saying it's looking
Tossed
like
salad and scrambled eggs.
Like McDonald's breakfast at 4 a.m. baby. The cure for the common hangover. Okay, so what is Gabriel's going to go with the change? Either he's going to go to character select and collect his breath, which I think is a myth. I think that's like when I play against someone and they go to character select to recollect themselves, I kind of smell some blood in the water. I'm kind of like, all right, I got you thinking. I got you thinking about this game again, you know?
Right.
You know, when you get a Super Nintendo player, like, you know, maybe the Genesis does have better responsiveness.
But we're seeing
run at a higher
the switch to
resolution.
Ibuki right now.
Yep. That's what I was going to say was the either or. He's switching over to his other main, Ibuki. And let's break down this matchup. Ibuki does a better job of getting around Nikali's anti-airs. So that's going to help a lot because Ibuki is pretty much by default one of the top tier characters simply because she has that privilege of being able to alter her jump. I mean, like, shout outs to the good folks at Capcom who were able to make this character not have the kunai cross up at any point, but still a more dangerous mix-up than it was in SF4.
And again, one of those characters that we saw a lot when she first came out, and then kind of dipped away for a bit, but really started to come back up as other characters have all kind of leveled up in response after the loop patch. So we're starting to see more Ibukis, just like we did at Texas Showdown a couple weeks
Yes,
ago.
yes, and we see that side switch there, able to do good work there, get that conversion. And Itachi's Legacy able to get a good throw. But Shadowmark's still in the driver's seat.
Yes,
of
he
this
still
match here.
doesn't need to change his game plan that much. Just has to be aware of more movement options that Ibuki has, like we just saw right now.
Yeah, thankful that Ibuki does not have any Christmas outfits either. Sorry, I'm just being obnoxious. But yeah, the EX kunai, that's +6 on block. Okay, Shadowmark hit a button. Itachi's Legacy did not confirm off the counter hit, but
Ooh,
still.
nice command dash.
Yeah, those dash mix-ups, especially the long reach of that low strong, can cause a lot of problems.
One thing you do have to consider is that angle that Ibuki likes to come in, Nikali does have one of their more unique anti-airs in the game that covers that angle.
You know, the funny part is Nikali still had a universal anti-air that they swore they took out of the game, but he was still jabbing people out of the air like,
ooh, this is tight. What's the mix? There it is.
Yeah, just able to get that sidestep around the back. Shades of the Shadow Step from Shenmue. Move you learned from the homeless guy. Remember that? That move was useful too, man.
Listen, I stopped playing Shenmue once Yakuza became a thing.
Oh, but you didn't at least beat the 70-man battle?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's the best part.
All right, very nice stun from Itachi's Legacy, really laying the pressure on Shadowmark right now.
Yeah, EX Kunai's in the corner. Looks like he's fishing for the perfect there.
Yeah, he's getting real close. One more hit will do it. But again, like we were saying before, Ibuki is the kind of character that can force you to not play that patient wait-and-see game. She really forces action upon you.
Yeah, well, you got to run away from it, too. Like, I mean, the rush down that she brings is great. And also the mix-ups. I mean, like, she gets so much frame advantage on what she can do. And there's other things, like, for instance, that when we saw that standing roundhouse, how it low crushes and crush counters. Her jumping overhead kick, not only is it airborne, but it's -2 on block, whereas everyone else's overhead is -8.
Right. And she just has a lot of options that you have to be very careful about.
And also to Itachi's Legacy's credit, he's the judicious use of the kunais here. He's always got a few on deck. And he saves it just for the right moments here.
See, I was just talking about that very unique angle that Nikali can cover.
Yeah, it's very good to be able to Dragon Punch Ibuki out of the air like that. Let's see the V-Trigger 2 activation. Same side, neutral jump. More throws. Oh, the knee to the face. He tried to jump away.
Nice big counter here.
Yeah, that's a Nikali privilege. That's been around for a minute. That stand jab. It's 3 frames. comboable off V-trigger activation, and there's a crush counter.
There we go. I was just going to say Shadow Mark looking for that opportunity to
kill.
go into the critical art.
This could kill. Oh, no,
One
no,
hit
it's
left.
not. I'm dumb. Okay.
Ooh, blocks the
wake up,
uppercut.
yes,
Great patience from Shadow Mark there. Itachi just getting a little too frantic and went for the uppercut.
I don't think that would have killed either if Itachi's Legacy had done that.
No, but it would have given him
else.
some space.
Yeah, it would have gave him like a bit of a setup there. Just like he's the one hitting buttons, he's got to turn.
And remember, this is a 3 out of 5 set in losers final.
Yeah, so adaptations, we can be seeing them everywhere. We saw Shadow Mark make them late in the set.
Very nice check with the crouching jab there. And you have to be very careful with these tremors against a character like Ibuki.
Yeah, you got to keep moving like that because it goes up your feet. Like you have to crouch block it. So getting the motion is good because also if you call him out on it and you guess correctly, like you get a full-on punish.
You get big damage.
Yeah, you get everything. Low forward,
again,
counter
here we go.
hit,
What's the
confirms.
mix? Ooh, keeps the extender, reset in the air. Nice uppercut from Shadow Mark. Gets out of the situation entirely. Almost at full critical art now as well. A couple more hits will give him that meter, and then jab in the critical art becomes, ooh, very nice.
Had it with that counter hit. Let's see what Itachi's Legacy can do.
Nice block from Shadow Mark.
Yeah, but the pressure's still not over. That's the thing about Ibuki. Like,
very
just because he
scary
blocks
there.
something, she's got like 8 other things coming. So.
And using the kunai to keep her safe at that jump angle so she doesn't get uppercut.
Absolutely. You got to beat her to the punch. Like, that's simply the way to beat this character, especially Itachi's Legacy with her. You got to beat her to the punch.
Nice dive kick into the EX stomp.
I can alter my jump arcs too, and Shadow Mark's now going up 2-1 here. I like what Itachi's Legacy is doing here with Ibuki. I like the way that's all working out.
These are great adjustments from both players.
Both players, yeah. I like what's happening there. Is he going to rematch it? Is he going to come back?
Let's find out. I don't know. I think he's still confident with Ibuki.
Yeah, he's gonna ride it out. And I like it, you know, because you were able to get that win with her, and it was pretty close the last fight. Like
it wasn't a wash.
It wasn't free.
Both players very much standing their ground, eking out damage bit by bit.
Yep. So it's top 3 here. Orlando in the 4th place finish.
Oh, misses the mix-up with the Shuriken, gets to stay in front though. Very nice into the grab. I love that combo. Even in Third Strike, I always love seeing that.
Oh, it's great to see. I mean, and what about a Second Impact where she's top tier? Her and Sean are amazing. Oh,
another
blew it up.
uppercut from Shadow Mark.
Yeah, 1 tap away from the stun. Gabriel has the hit buttons on wake up, gets the jab
Okay,
into
we're
the
still in
activation. Yeah, but it's going to be a little
Very
more to finish the
dangerous
job.
for both players right now.
And there's that overhead. It's
just the
comboable.
Overhead, very nice.
Into the ride or die da.
Oh my God, look at the bananas clipping into that Pillarman hair.
Man, I still don't understand like what they were thinking when they made the hairstyles in this game. Can you imagine
for
if I was in
Necalli,
this
they were
game, how they
thinking
drew my hair?
Pillarman. Oh, it'd be clipping everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah, they definitely watched too much JoJo making this game.
I mean, Street Fighter going off of JoJo's goes back all the way to Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, actually goes back to 2 if we're talking about Guile.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, so Necalli at half health right now, but does have a full stick of butter, looking for that clean hit that can lead him into the eventual critical art, but it's not now. He has to play very carefully. Goes into the V-trigger, though, keeping Itachi in the corner as much as he can.
Yeah, Shadow Mark had to use a lot of the V-skill there to walk down, just aware of trying to just slow down Itachi's Legacy's momentum.
Nice.
This is probably the best fight he's had so far in this set. Takes the throw, and we're tied 2-2.
All right, 2-2. You know, and I was going to say this before, this is easily a match that can go to last round, last game. I would not be surprised if it happened. Last hit, exactly.
Last hit. It could go to a double KO.
Oh, man,
and then we get another round. And then I'm looking at Silverback Senpai like, you're not paying me overtime, right? And then he's like, we just gave you hot dogs for $1.
Wait, you got paid?
Oh, man. Yeah, I get paid. I don't know. I'll send my invoice somewhere. Or a Cash App request. There we go.
All right, nice confirm for Shadow Mark there, pushing Itachi further to the corner, especially with that throw.
Yeah, meaty disguidance. Usually that's -4, but on meaty it's going to be -2.
Right,
so
we don't see those dash claws a lot from Shadow Mark. He uses them very carefully.
I love that blocking. Not using, well, yeah, he didn't have the reversal either, but good way to defend against that V-trigger. Like, Itachi's Legacy, at least a V-trigger. Right. Look at how much life Shadow Mark still has after that V-trigger.
Shadow Mark is getting a little more offensive right now. Ooh, nice backdash away from any pressure. Again, doesn't worry about having his back to the corner.
Yeah, and he's going to let him do the dive kick there.
Ooh, very
Oh,
nice.
goes late. He tried to go air to air with the thinking the kunai was coming. Try to meet him
Other
in the air.
side still gets it, though. Ooh,
Oh,
this is
the
so
Revenge
tricky.
of Shinobi, right? Get that reference?
Yep,
You get
yep.
it? Yeah. So it's actually minus 13 on block. It hits in front, but Danny didn't get to punish that.
Ooh,
oh, but
finally
that
gets
time,
that EXDP there.
yeah, Touch Legacy in a good place. I mean, he could. He really needs a good hit here, and things can happen.
It's one hit from either side right now.
Right. Okay, now he's got the V trigger, and he
Okay,
immediately
block
activates
for your
it.
life.
Oh, got the boomerang.
doesn't get
Nobody
the-
home.
Oh, the overhead.
Wow. So
Oh man, that was close.
that was just working out in so many different ways for Itachi's Legacy. That overhead finally connects and takes it. That was scary, though. That back jump against the return of the boomerang. Ooh, that's brutal. It's just a video game tradition where boomerangs come back. But I've never seen a boomerang come back in real life.
I've never seen a boomerang in real life be thrown.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I've seen them, but I don't know why they'd come back.
Right.
I've never seen them come back. In every video game, though, they come back even stronger, which somehow breaks the laws of physics. But we'll see about that. Itachi's Legacy here on match point here. This is the first time he's got the lead.
Yes. And again, has a solid, very solid life lead right now.
Yeah, and because
Not
it
letting
was-
up on his offense.
Now, Kevin, one thing's really great is because he connects on that V skill, it built up his V gauge a lot. So he's got very significant health, and he can easily get that V trigger too, just, for the lulls.
And Shadowmark's sitting on the critical art, but he's not going to use it right now because he wants to save it.
Yeah,
and
he's not
Itachi
even
is
close.
using that to his advantage.
I would too. Yeah. And now you got Shadowmark is desperate. He's got to use some resources here to just stay alive, because or else this run is going to come to a quick stop.
Okay.
And now he's
Guess
down.
for life.
Yeah, guess for life here. Great
Nice
neutral
neutral
jump, but
jump.
just short, a little short. That could have punished.
Again, a couple of mistakes from Itachi here, and Shadowmark can catch up.
Ooh, what
it's
a
really his round to
backdash.
lose right now.
Good backdash from the throw. V shift gets away from that.
Being very
Backdash is the
careful.
overhead. What?
Being very careful, not extending himself any further than he needs to. Time is becoming a factor right now.
Yeah, we're getting
going down to 10
we're getting to 10
seconds.
seconds. It's desperation time. He sees
Oh,
an EX29,
very
and
nice.
Itachi's Legacy takes it in losers final. What an awesome comeback win.
Woo.
And it's the same story, just the different result
Right.
that we saw last time around, last week. And that result being that Shadowmark stuck around, hung around, and then was able to find his way to, amidst all that momentum,
Both
find
hi-
a way to match up with it, and then take what's rightfully his.
Both highly skilled players could have gone either way, but the tale of the tape is Itachi's Legacy versus Punk now in grand finals.
How does Itachi's Legacy feel about this? There's Punk signing in as me. See that? There's me. And then my friends, who are jerks, they make the other profiles. Christian's free. Christian's a loser. What's the other one? Christian plays Resident Evil with the lights on. What else? Christian watches Power Rangers Season 1 reversioned. Okay, what else? Come on, guys. I'm thick. I'm a Sega Genesis user, and I play Chun-Li. I'm an easy target, okay? Easy target.
The chip on the shoulder of the Sega kid never goes away, does it?
Never, no. That's why I have to have every high score on the Outrun machine. Every single one.
I've been following your posts on that.
Like, yeah, when I did a holiday event, sorry, that was trash.
Oh, man.
And I thought that was good. And then, like, some people came in and said, hey, we're gonna play this game for real. And then that was a fun month we had. A very fun month.
So now, speaking of fun, grand finals, Itachi has to take 2 sets against Punk.
Yeah, easier said than done. But anything can happen because I'm actually the Otaku Fest Street Fighter champion.
Oh, very
Yeah,
nice.
so that shout outs to Otaku Fest. That was a good event.
Shout outs to all our sponsors, Game Night Arcade, We Got the Beats, Miami TCG Convention, and Glitter Poop Studios.
All right, Glitter Poop Studios.
Listen,
Great
I
ink,
had
great
to
ink.
get in there at least once, you know what I'm
You
saying?
got to get that ink done, baby. I need another Chun-Li tattoo.
I have several tattoos that I want to get.
Yeah, me too. You know, I just can't afford it yet.
I'd love to get the Akuma symbol on my arm right here,
Ooh.
and the Evil Dead hand on the other.
Oh, okay. With a Necronomicon and all
Yeah,
that?
no, just a little like hand like that, you know?
Oh, all right.
Anyway, shout outs to Street Fighter Tool in the background.
All right, Street Fighter Duel, you know, it's a great mobile game that I don't play.
I play it.
I know you play it.
I
Yeah,
play it
you
every
like
day.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. I have a problem.
No, it's great. Like, hey, you know, I love everything Street Fighter, so I'm
Absolutely,
happy
me
with that.
too.
Anytime Street Fighter's involved, I'm as happy as that bear in the background there.
Going ham right now.
He's like, they flew me out of Russia for this? Okay. So here we go.
Great crush counter.
This is a good start. This is a good start for Gabe.
Gets the throw back into the corner.
Yeah, you love that hit grab at the end
zonk
of
knuckle.
the hit grab at the end of that sequence there. Shades of Final Fight.
Again. Wow, gets the jumping light kick to stop the spin dash.
That's great timing. I don't just avoid your unblockable, but I also get the
Beat it
cross
out.
up. Yep. Rewarded. Now, meter advantage does favor Itachi's Legacy.
Oh my gosh.
Called him out on the rainbow
Wow.
ball. Yeah.
Still very close right now.
Yo, that was a
knife is
reading
out.
rainbow. Boom, gets the
Hey,
throw.
Nice throw.
Don't take my word for it. Dun, dun, dun. So Itachi's Legacy still sitting on that full meter there, but we haven't seen him really convert to that super
really
without the
hasn't
V
had an
trigger.
opportunity to use it because he wants to use it to end the round. And he hasn't gotten the opportunity to do that yet.
And most of the times he's got it is with that V trigger in tow.
Well,
Whereas-
look, wow, Whiff City right here.
Oh, it's getting brutal.
Okay.
Oh, that
Now,
counter hits.
Well, we were saying about
Oh, the beast skill too.
Well, we were saying about Itachi and Shadow Mark not being afraid to have the back in their corner. Now that's switched up on them. Now the corner is a very scary place.
And you saw that ruffian there after the close quarters EX Zonk. Like usually the Zonk is used to get across screen and close in on the opponent. The Punk just used it just to add a little seasoning to that corner
Yes,
pressure that he got
totally.
going on there. Just brilliant stuff.
Again, the combination of the Zonk Knuckle, the Ruffian, and when that knife is out, it's just so hard to deal with. You just feel so trapped.
Yeah, and it shows. Like Cody is definitely one of the more improved players of this build of Street Fighter V.
I got to press the button on a junk food hitbox finally.
Oh, nice.
All right, very nice straightforward ball from Itachi's Legacy.
Oh, Itachi's Legacy knows to punish that, yeah. Sometimes it's tricky punishing that medium ruffian kick because sometimes it's like
Nice neutral jump.
you're still in block stud for that move even when it goes away, so you may hit the button to punish and it just won't register because you're still in the block stun. That realistically still happens. This is another good round, off to a good start from Itachi's Legacy, but we've seen Punk fight his way
Doesn't
back.
punish the whiff though, but so close right now.
Stand around us again, the
Here comes the
Yamazaki
knife.
kick.
Very nice, the up electric ball. And there you go, the spin dash to take the round. Itachi's Legacy with a round on the board. Needs to keep this momentum going. Needs to try and quell Punk's relentless offense.
I think it's on.
Ooh,
I
use
said to the
bar and
inside.
electric. See, I think that's what we're seeing those neutral drums for, trying to bait out that zonk. There it is. But again, pushes Itachi into the corner.
Because why not? It's been working so well for him.
It's so good.
Yeah. Like just the way that it just controls the x-axis and continues to push back your opponent towards more advantageous areas where the stand roundhouse come into play.
Okay, gets an electric, able to push Punk a little further to the corner, but backs off.
Yeah, Itachi's Legacy really needs this round.
He really needs that one on the board right now.
Ooh,
Ooh, wow, got that knife,
the
man.
reach of that, yeah. It just, it equally like takes up space, one of the finest touches.
Very nice.
Cross it to the dome. Good stuff by Itachi's Legacy getting that. Goes to the same jump, backs up a little bit.
In situations like this now, where you kind of have to take a little risk, you have to kind of go a little wild to try to get a hit in on a player like Punk.
Yeah, but you got to get your confirms. You got to convert off that.
Ooh, gets to the other side. Blocks both knees. Very close right now. Uh-oh. Punk throws Itachi into the corner.
Yeah, doubles it up. with
Sitting
one
on
of
a
those
full
block
critical
balls.
art. Ooh,
Chases up
very
to-
nice. Gets
no
out of
chase
the
up
corner.
to rainbow ball.
Yeah, no real way to punish that.
15 seconds left, so it's getting critical here.
Again, time is a factor.
Itachi's Legacy is in the space to chip it out, but Punk still has V reversal.
With full meter, it's one hit for any player, and right now Itachi gets that critical first game on the board.
Yeah, it stands strong. Gets him from approaching there and takes it. That's really strong by Itachi's Legacy. That ties up the series 1-1 here, so SoFo players applauding, cheering on. You know, we want to, do they want to get that bracket reset? We'll see.
Oh, nice anti-air from Itachi's Legacy there.
Yeah, and he knows the situational buttons when to use them too. So that puts him in a really good spot.
Okay, great pressure from Punk trying to force Itachi back into the corner. Gets it there with that ruffian kick. Oh boy,
Medium ruffian,
this is how it
yes.
starts. Nice reset. Doesn't get the throw, but gets
And
that
that
throw
stun
instead.
gets the back throw to guarantee that stun's going to happen. Won't kill.
Again, so much damage. Yes, it
Oh,
will.
it will.
Yes,
It
it
will.
will, sir.
Yeah, I forgot about the Zonk and the medium ruffian and womp womp. Okay, that puts Punk on the board again here. This round gets him up 2-1. Let's see how this is going to go.
Okay, oh, decide to start with an EX ball. Doesn't get the punish.
Yeah, the ruffian will not reach. It's very difficult to punish that off of a block Blanca ball. I know one way to do it with Chun-Li is dash up EX Legs, which is a private team startup, and traverses half of the screen. But not all characters and players have those type of options to go to
very
punish.
difficult.
Yeah. And yeah, it's difficult, like
Ooh,
the
nice
degree of
air-to-air from
reaction.
Itachi there. See, this is what I mean, trying to get a little slippery, trying to get a little out of the playbook to try and land those hits.
Yep. Punk with the activation advantage of meter here, especially Gabriel. The Touch Legacy missing the meter entirely, but now he just gets sent over in the corner there. Punk with
gets
the juggle.
thrown.
That V skill 2 is a
Very
really
nice
good combo
poke there.
extender too.
And again, able to EX ball out of the corner. Doesn't get the punish on the neutral jump though. Great blocks though. Knife no longer in play. Again, another great uppercut from Punk there.
Yeah,
stopping
not
that
afraid to
ball.
challenge the rainbow ball. That time came up, the previous time came up close, rewarded Touch Legacy, but this time Punk still challenging, like it's not free to do.
Here we go. Oh, very nice.
He tried to V skill 2 and he tried to do the side step around it with the V skill 2, but the hitbox was just too large.
One hit away for both sides right now. Ooh, misses the
Ooh.
ruffian punish.
He wants that medium
Tips
ruffian.
of the toes,
And
gets
the overhead.
Very nice from Itachi's Legacy.
Yeah, we are tied again, and Punk, and Punk, Touch Legacy denying Punk of that 2-1 deficit here.
Says, listen, you're going to have to work for it, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the tone for Grand Finals. Gonna have to try to make it harder, but Itachi's Legacy, one of our best players down here. I mean, and he also has very strong performances out in majors as well, so very well known by a lot of top players who know that this guy's just the truth.
Oh, nice
Punk,
confirm
beautiful.
there
Will
from
it
Punk.
stun?
Gets
Yes,
into
it
the
will.
stun.
That high ruffian gets the job done. EX
Right.
ruffian to another high ruffian. That's a whole lot of ruffians.
Yeah,
I mean, in hockey, you'd go to the penalty box for roughing, right?
and Cody is just one of those snowball characters. Once you give him that chance to go, he will just fly down that hill.
Yeah, he gets a lot of really good momentum and can keep pushing. So Punk here could deny the bracket reset. One win here, and Punk is your Fighter Fest 5 Street Fighter 5 champion.
There you go. And next year for Fighters Fest 6, it'll be Street Fighter 6. Nice how those numbers worked out.
Yep.
All right, nice cross up out of the corner from Itachi's Legacy. Oh, whiffs the throw, but doesn't get punished for it. Crush counter into another EX Ruffian. So much damage.
Oh, wake up buttons there. Works it at the right time. Gets that conversion. Goes for the guard break of the V-trigger. Punk does not do a quick rise in any form. So he avoids that mix-up.
Okay, Itachi knowing that he has to put on the offense right now. Okay, V-trigger into the knife. Here we go. This is such a dangerous position to be in right now.
The double shimmy. Touch Legacy does not bite.
Very nice. Gets the EX up ball. Not punished for it.
Yeah, especially if you can get him to waste his meter here.
This is
Punk got him in the corner there, and he's got
Great
the knife
throw
extended. Got about 15% left on it, so he can still get some strikes in. Gets the jump, the double
catches the
knees.
electric.
And it's tournament point for Punk.
Yes, it is.
Tournament points, ladies and gentlemen. Itachi's Legacy guys to reach into the bag of tricks. And what does he have left with Blanca? How can he turn the tide? We shall see. EX
Gets an
Zonk.
EX song for his troubles, though. Forced back into the corner. Nice EX ball on the wake up. Says, get off me. Okay, back to the neutral now. Both players trying to clear each other out. So tense right now.
Yeah, this is a good response from Itachi's Legacy here. He's literally against the ropes. I mean, pun intended. Gets that slide into the activation.
Ooh,
Good
throw
tech by
escape.
Punk. Good awareness.
Oh, catches him on the down part of the jump.
Yeah, caught him going
Very
down.
nice.
Moves him into the corner, but we've seen Punk able to traverse and
Nice
maneuver
up
his way
ball.
through this.
One more hit'll do it. There it is, the crouching jab. Itachi not out of it yet, putting a round on the board. But Punk is still on tournament point right now.
And he's got full meter and a lot. I mean, so we've seen the Zonks, the Ruffians, all that fun stuff. There he goes, medium
Very
Ruffian.
nice.
It's a very underrated poke. I mean, I feel like it's a poke.
Oh,
But
it's
gets a
definitely
good
very good.
knockdown. And not everyone can punish it to the full extent of the law.
All right, full extent of the law.
Oh, again.
Again, Punk is so confident in knocking those up balls out of the sky into the super. Is that going to hit?
It's going to hit.
Yep.
Not
Oh,
going to kill. Let's
one
move that
hit
camera
left.
back. Okay.
Oh my God,
What's
so
the mix
close.
up? I know you're
Punk
anxious.
Punk one hit away from being your Fighters Fest 5 champion.
Yeah, Gabriel still with a full stick of butter, but he needs a lot more than that super to get the job done.
And there it is,
With
the
punish jab.
crouching jab. Punk takes it 3-1. Your Fighters Fest 5 champion. And listen,
Great stuff.
Still so many great matches out of this top 8. We saw so many great players.
Yeah.
A lot of character variety. Really shows you what a strong state Street Fighter 5 is in right now.
Indeed.
As we move on to Street Fighter 6, even so.
Indeed, and we're going to see a lot of players out here coming, and this is going to be, you know, we're going to set the tone for, this is going to build the scene up with.
Absolutely.
Really excited about that. Really excited for our top 3. Shadowmark, Punk winning, Gabriel, Touch Legacy getting second, Shadowmark getting third. So really, that is a very acceptable top 3 lineup there for the win. So it's very, very useful to see how this is going to end and how this is going to set shape for the launch of Street Fighter 6 as
Great
well.
showing from South Florida. We still have Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear Strive to go. We still got a lot of action at Fighters Fest 5. Chris, thanks so much for joining me on the mic.
Yeah, my pleasure to fill in for Street Fighter. Thank you guys. Be sure to follow us, SoFlo Dojo, South
send in
Florida
pictures
FGC.
of your pets.
Yeah, send in some pictures of the pets, please, you know.
It can't just be Morvello and his dog the whole time.
Or my hair. All right, so let's all take care. I will see you later. This is a great tournament. Shout out
Peace
to
out,
Punk,
everyone.
Shadowmark, and Atachi's Legacy for an awesome
And
top
a
3
big
finish.
shout out to Silverback for all the hard work he's doing.
Oh, he's been great. Yeah, Silverback Senpai organizing this. This is an awesome event.
It really is.
I'm really glad to see Fort Lauderdale and South Florida put this together. So thank you for all the sponsors. Everyone putting together Flynn's Arcade, Game Night, Splitter Poop Studios, Miami TCG Convention, and Silverback
Studios.
Senpai, and everybody. Even that Power Ranger. Did the Power Ranger show up here?
Yes,
Do you-
Hector David Jr., the Green Samurai Ranger.
That's right, Hector. You know, great job, Hector. Really happy for him. You know, maybe he can play the Green Ranger in the next All Once and Always.
Hey,
I don't know. We'll
Listen,
see.
I'm actually a fan of Samurai. I like that season. I think it gets a lot more flack than it deserves.
All right. Well, you let him know. Until then, it's morphin' time.
All right, peace
All right.
out, everyone.
Later.